Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to WTRB's live broadcast of Ripley High School football tonight. The Ripley Tigers are hosting Freedom Prep out of Memphis. This is the second game of the season, the first home game for the Ripley Tigers, and tonight is a big night for the Ripley Tigers. They need to get a win under their belt. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horace Henson here to bring you all the live action. Tracy, a big night here for the Tigers.
Yes, it is, Mike. We definitely need to come out tonight and win. Last week we had too many turnovers. I believe we counted 5. Anytime you have 5 turnovers, you're not going to win the ball.
No.
And I don't think that Southside was 45 points better than we were. It's just that we just made too many mistakes.
But I agree. We made a whole lot of mistakes. To captains for tonight's game for the Ripley Tigers. Ripley, I believe, did win the toss. They are going to receive. The captains for tonight for Ripley, number 6, Tyler Ross, number 17, Marcus McCullers, number 62, Brian Taylor, number 70, Keontae Hall. And I think that's all of them. And for Freedom Prep, number 1, that's Tamarius Bell, number 3, Demarius Brooks, number 21, Courtney Tate, and number 75, Chris Morris. Chris Morris is the big guy that I think he's only a sophomore that a lot of folks are looking at already from colleges. Now tonight, their number 1 quarterback is not going to be playing. He got an injured shoulder at last week's game against McNary, so he's not playing tonight. And he's a big, tall, good-looking specimen.
Yes, he is.
And so
he's just a freshman, Mike. Last year he was an 8th grader.
And just looking at his size out there, I can see why a lot of colleges are looking at him. He looked like he's at least 6'4", and probably 200 or better.
Well, and I believe there's several colleges looking at that quarterback. I know Oklahoma's looking at him, and I don't know how
Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Tigers!
Here come the Ripley Tigers coming through the helmet on the way to the field, the inflatable helmet led by the cheerleaders. So we're about to get underway here in just a matter of moments. I want to mention several people that are always either here in the stands or listening to us. Dan Douglas, he's always a loyal listener. The Roark brothers, Kenneth and, I can't remember his name right offhand. Well, actually, Kenneth, he just moved, but he listens to us from Florida.
Wow.
Mr. Jimmy Hill, he's been involved in the stands since I was a kid playing at school. And Jimmy Kiesler as well. He's just about always here. He was quarterback back in the day. And so a lot of loyal folks here. I want to give a shout out to my old teammates Norman Hendren and Roger Mills, as they always support the broadcast. And so we're getting ready to kick off, to receive here as the Ripley Tigers line up to receive. They'll be receiving from the north end of the field, moving toward the south, or left to right on your radio dial.
We got number 3, Maven, back, and we got 23 back, Mike, to receive. I don't know who 23 is.
23 for the Tigers is Curry.
Curry.
So the Tigers are lined up as they get ready for the kickoff. Again, this is the Tigers' second game of the season, first home game. This is their season opener. A bright point in last week's game was the kicking abilities of Hawkins. He kicked a 39-yard field goal in the game. I think I said it was 36 on the air, but it was a 39-yard field goal. So, and the coach said he had made a 62-yard field goal in practice.
62?
62.
Wow.
So he said if they get to the 40-yard line, he can pretty much put it in.
Well, I know watching him warm up, he starts about the 25 because that's 35 yards, and then he just keeps on backing it up. But looking forward to this game tonight. Of course, like I said, the Tigers fell a little short last week, 55-10, but I believe a lot of that was because of other mistakes that we made.
We had a lot of untimely penalties as well as turnovers.
Are you ready for some
So we're
football?
ready to kick it off here as Freedom Prep is going to tee it up in the middle of the field. Back deep for the Tigers. I believe that's number 3, Maven, and can't see the number on this side.
23.
And 23, which is Curry. So we get ready for the kickoff. And a flag comes in before we ever get started.
Referee's flag.
And it's going to be a procedure penalty against Freedom Prep, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. Really don't know what that was.
I don't either, Mike, unless they jumped off.
Well, nobody crossed where the
right.
ball is, so not sure about that. Now they're not backing it up, so I'm not sure what that was. At any rate, we're going to still kick it off from the 40. Now it's kickoff time in Tiger Town, and here's a long end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line. It's across the 15, the 20, and he's brought down across the 25 at about the 26-yard line. On the carry was number 3, and that was Cedric Maven. So the Tigers will take over, first down and 10, and the ball looks like it's going to be spotted at about the 27-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 from the Tigers for the Tigers there.
Tigers need to come out here, Mike, and make a statement.
They do. They need to strike hard and strike early and strike often.
Quarterbacking for the Tigers.
And a 4-4 defense now. Freedom Prep. Ripley in shotgun formation. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Ross drops back looking to throw. He's looking for the big man down the far side. He's got good coverage and just a he was thrown a little bit long, but he had good coverage on him. He didn't have a step that time, and so the coaches want to make them respect that pass to start with, and if they keep single covering him and he completes a couple, they'll start double covering him, and then we'll be able to run more effectively.
Yeah, and like you said, Mike, we got to make that defense respect us.
Shotgun formation. Ross takes the ball, he hands it off to Squirt coming to the right side. That's not Squirt's number 11. He gets across the 30 and across the 35. Now flag comes in. I think it may have been a late hit. And that was Moore on the carry, number 11.
To the 34-yard line, there is a flag on the play.
Well, I think he's going against the tackle, blocking the back. According to what the head ref just showed.
Yeah, well, I believe that's what it's going to be. So that's not a good way to start off when you had pretty much close to a first down there. It would have been second down. Now, it'll still be second down, but they'll be backed up, back behind the sticks now. The ball is going to be back at the 24-yard line. So it's going to be second down and about 14 for Ripley.
That's not a way that we want to start off with these penalties.
Tigers up to the line as they look at their wristbands to get the play. Nice crowd here tonight, really good crowd here for the season opener for the Tigers. 2 setbacks in the backfield this time, along with Ross, who's in shotgun formation. This time 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap and he tries to hand the ball off, and the running back tripped. And it was very fortunate that it wasn't fumbled. The ball actually went up in the air because the running back tripped about the time Ross tried to hand it to him, and it went up in the air. Fortunately, Ross was able to get it. But he does lose about a yard on the play, so it's going to make it third down now and about 15 for the Ripley Tigers.
You know, I was listening on the way home from last week's ball game. They said that they're trying to get a lot of high school teams now, Mike, to schedule their games on Thursday nights because of the shortage of the river.
Yeah, that's been an ongoing problem for several years. It's just getting worse. Here's a big third down play for the Tigers, a low snap, and he's under a lot of pressure. He rolls out to his right to avoid the pressure. He's going to run it to be pushed out of bounds just about maybe the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be fourth down and about 15 here for Ripley. So their first offensive series doesn't go the way the coaches drew it up.
No, it looks like we're not getting a very big push off that offensive line either. We'll bring it third down. We're going to punt.
Quarterback carries back to the
So Ross will be standing back at about his 12-yard line to punt. Number 9 stands right at the 50 to return, and that's Woodard for Freedom Prep. He backs up across the 50 to about the 47. Here's the punt, and it's blocked. It actually, what happened was the blocking back was pushed backwards, and he got right in the path of the punter, and so he actually punted it into his own man. And the Tigers turn it over deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line, and that's where Freedom Prep's going to have it, first down and 10.
You know, last week Freedom Prep was beat by Manera County for 12, but this is not a pushover team, Mike. Last year they did make the playoffs.
Freedom Prep comes to well, they're going to huddle up first. Number 77 is a big guy out there too. That's Bryson Williams. They've got some big guys out there.
55, 77, 74.
The Tiger defense lines up this time in a, looks like they're going to be in a 4-4 defense. Going to have 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left, 2 setbacks along with the quarterback, and a timeout is called by Freedom Prep. So they'll take their first time out of the game, and we'll take it with them. And we'll be back with more Tiger football right after this. Down deep in their own territory, Freedom Prep has the ball, first down and 10. They try to break it outside. They get the corner and try to turn it back in, and the Tigers come in for the tackle, but they're got a flag down inside the 15. So it'll be second down, but let's see what the flag is. It was in the area where it looked like it would have been offensive holding, but let's see what the call is.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back.
So that'll back them up, get them behind the sticks now with 10:48 to go in the opening quarter. No score, and there have been more penalties so far to count for yards so far in this game than there have been plays.
Against Freedom Prep.
That's going to make them up 10 yards, isn't it, or 5?
That's going to be 10, or actually 15.
10-yard infraction.
Well, no, they spotted at the 25, 26. So it will be 10 yards, looks like. So it'll be first down and 20 now for Freedom Prep as they break the huddle, come to the line with 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Single set backfield, quarterback in shotgun formation. Puts a man in motion from left to right. Quarterback fakes it to him. A flag comes in and a whistle. Now, I believe it's going to be procedure. And that's what it is against Freedom Prep. So that's going to back them up another 5 yards. So it'll be still first down, but instead of first down and 21, it'll be first down and 26.
Well, the Tigers on defense and offense tonight might come out starting real slow like they have the last few games.
They hadn't really got a chance to do anything on defense yet because every play has been a penalty. So here comes Freedom Prep back up to the line of scrimmage. No score. First down. They fake the toss sweep, and they toss it out to number 21. And he's breaking outside. He does get across the 25 down to about the 21, way back behind the sticks, but still a gain on the play as we approach the 10-minute mark. No score. Early, the ball is going to be spotted about the 22-yard line. So it's a pickup of about 4 on the play. So it'll be second down and around 21. Freedom Prep comes back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wideouts to either side, single set back behind the quarterback in shotgun formation. Man in motion from left to right. And as they got flags again as Freedom Prep's wideouts left really early. So it's going to be another procedure against them. So that's going to back them up to 5 yards that they gained and put them back at about second down according to the scoreboard, second down and 22.
5-yard penalty.
Give a shout out to everybody in the press box.
7-yard line.
As Craig Fitzhugh is doing the PA announcing.
For Freedom Prep.
Second down and 22, ball on the 27-yard line. Quarterback rolls to his right, wanting to throw. Being chased by the Tigers, he gets out of the pocket and rolls to his right. He picks up several yards down the far sideline. Gets past the original line of scrimmage, still going to be short of the first, but it's only be third down here. So they've got one more. They'll probably go for it. I haven't seen anybody do any field goal kicking, practicing.
Well, I noticed Freedom Prep has got a kicker, and he's pretty good, Mike.
So if they don't get it on this play, they may actually kick, but it's going to be third down and about 8 for Freedom Prep.
13-yard line.
Here's a snap, and they hand the ball to the running back. Starts to his left, cuts back to his right, then breaks it back inside. It's going to be short of the first down, but he gets down to around the 10-yard line. So it's going to be fourth down and about 5 for Freedom Prep. I don't see any personnel changes except for one player. It doesn't look like they're going to attempt a field goal at this point.
No,
well, now it looks like they are. That number 21, they only changed one player. Now they're going back into their original set. Looked like he was going to hold the ball for the kick, but it's fourth down and they're going for it here with 8:58 to go. Quarterback drops straight back, rolls to his right, looking downfield, wanting to throw. Nobody there. He's throwing into the back of the end zone, and it is in and out of the hands of the receiver. Had good coverage, and it does fall incomplete. So the Tigers will take over on down. So,
you know, that's something I don't understand, because before the game, they got a good guy, kicker, they can kick that field goal. I guess they just didn't have confidence in him, or either they thought that they could get a touchdown.
well, one of the two. At any rate, the Tigers will take over on downs. It's going to be 1st down and 10. The ball at the 10-yard line for Ripley.
Tigers gonna get this ball, march right down the field.
Tigers going to have 2 wideouts to the left, or excuse me, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bostic is on the left. 2 setbacks. Quarterback hands it off to the running back going this way. He's got a hole. He's got some room coming down the sideline. He gets across the 20 to about the 22 or 23. Looks like depending on the spot, he's going to be really close to a 1st down. That was number 11 for Ripley on the carry. And that's Quintarian Moore. And so that does move the sticks. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Ripley.
Tigers doing a good job that time, Michael blocking and staying in their position.
2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback is a quick pass out to the left and get it in the hands of Bostic. And he gets up the 1st down and a couple more as he gets out across the 35 to around, well, they're going to say it's right at the 35-yard line, but that's enough to move the sticks. 1st down and 10 for Ripley. No score, 8:31 to go in the opening quarter.
Like you said earlier, we want to keep that defense honest.
1st down.
You know, give it to Squirt, let him run it. And Jamari, he's a big target, and he can catch.
Two wideouts right, 1 to the left. 2-man set in the backfield. They hand it off right up the gut, and he's got a hole. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's off to the races. No one is going to catch Squirt. Squirt is going to have a 65-yard touchdown with 8:06 to go in the opening quarter. Ripley busts a long one as Quintarian Moore, Squirt as they call him, gets loose for a touchdown and opens up the score now 6-0 as Ripley gets ready for their PAT.
And that's exactly what we want to see out of Tigers.
I told Squirt before the game, I said, every time you touch the ball, expect to score. And he ran like he was expecting to score that time.
Did. And he ran right up the middle of that big old defensive line.
He did.
Caleb Hawkins.
So Hawkins, now as a flag comes out before the kick. Not sure who that's going to be against. I don't think it'll hurt Hawkins if they back him up 5 yards.
No, they can back him up to the 50. It ain't going to hurt him.
So let's see what the call is. It was pre-snap penalty, so I'm not sure what the call was. The coach is going, or the referee is going to the far sideline to talk to the coach, so it makes you think it's going to be against Freedom Prep.
You can tell that the Ripley Tigers coach this week, Mike, has made some adjustments on that offense and on the defensive side. They had to.
They have.
You know, it's against Freedom Prep.
It is against Freedom Prep.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on
It was
the defensive team.
It was it was an unsportsmanlike conduct that was called on the sideline. So they're lined up instead of the 3 at the 1.5 as they get ready to kick. Here comes Hawkins as he gets ready to kick. Ross is the holder. Here's the snap. The hold is up, and it is good. So with 8:05 to go in the opening quarter, Ripley jumps up to a 7-0 lead early. So we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff right after this. Opening quarter, Ripley 7, Freedom Prep 0. And there was a penalty on the kickoff, or on the extra point. And so that's going to be marked off on the kickoff. So now, instead of Ripley kicking from its own 40, they're going to be kicking off from the 45. So it was a 15-yard penalty. So he could probably kick a field goal almost from here.
Oh, he could.
He lines it up on the far hash mark.
I don't think he even has to back up kick his. Just kick it.
So all the Ripley Tigers are lined up straight across the 50. The ball's setting at the 45-yard line as Hawkins prepares for his kick.
You know, Hawkins got several scholarship offers from Auburn, Middle Tennessee State.
And here's the approach and the kick. And it's going to go way back into the end zone. And it was almost a field goal. Looks like it might have been just a little shy of the crossbar. At any rate, Freedom Prep will take over 1st down and 10 with a touchback at their own 20. Time for the Tiger defense to stand tall now. I want to thank all of our sponsors. That's Mills Food Plaza, Hendren Construction, Manor at Mount Carmel, Thornton's Furniture, McDonald's, Cannell's Body Shop, SDG Primary Care, Quality Care, Best One Tire in Jackson and Brownsville, Bank of Ripley, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Tennessee Lottery, Triple T Tire, SDT Contractors, West Tennessee Expediting, JST Trucking, and Komatsu. Thank you to all the sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Freedom Prep up to the line. The quarterback hands the ball off to his right side, and their running back has gotten a few tackles, and he's off down the sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds and brought down as he crosses the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. The Tigers got sucked inside again. He started inside and broke it out, and they got a good block on the edge, and they just sprang him loose down the sidelines. He has a big gain.
Well, that's that same running back they had last year. Mike was a sophomore, and this year he's a junior.
And I think he's, let's see what his number is here in a
21.
minute. Here's the quarterback. He handed off 21, going to the right side this time, and he breaks a tackle as he gets right out to the 50-yard line, pick up of about 3, second down and 7. Number 21 for Freedom Prep is Courtney Tate.
And that's a good stop by one of the Tigers. I think it was,
They're going to say
none of this play, I'll tell you who it is, but I can't tell you.
he was just short of the 50 at the 49-yard line, so it'll be second down and 8. Freedom Prep breaks the huddle, comes to the line, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. He's got one man on the edge, and they push him as he gets out of bounds, but he crosses the 45 down to about the 43-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. He may have it.
I believe he's got it, Mike.
Squirts out of bounds across the midfield.
If he don't, it's going to be short.
To the
It looks like they're, according to the down marker, he's going to be about a foot short.
44-yard line.
Now it's saying it's a first down. So it'll be first down and 10 for Freedom Prep with 7:12 to go in the opening quarter. Ripley on top early, 7-0. Again, first down and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Freedom Prep comes to the line, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Single setback behind the quarterback. He gets up under center this time, and he hands it to number 32. And he's hitting the backfield and brought down. A good job there, and that was Tyler Ross, the quarterback, as he comes in from his outside linebacker position and gets about a 6-yard loss. A good job there by Tyler getting in the backfield, disrupting that play.
That's right, Tyler held on to that jersey to bring him on down. Good play by the Tigers defensive side.
second down.
So it'll be second down and about 15 for Freedom Prep with 6:47 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, Rick Towels for a timeout.
Freedom Prep back up to the line. 2 wide outs left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. And the quarterback mishandles the ball, but he picks it up, rolls to his right, looking downfield, going to throw it downfield. He's got a man, and it goes right between his hands. He should have had the ball there, and actually, number 3 may have been,
Incomplete.
he had good coverage on him, but he didn't think the quarterback was going to throw it. He kind of came up for the run, and he threw it over his head, so it was a good thing that the receiver just missed the ball. It hit him in the hands, and he should have had it.
And it just, I mean, if he had caught that ball, that'd have been a touchdown. It went right through his hands.
6:31, third down and 14. The ball's on the 47-yard line for Freedom Prep. Quarterback rolls to his left this time, looking downfield. Got a man in the middle. He splits the seams. He catches it for the first down as he gets down to about the 29-yard line.
That number 1 for the Freedom Prep.
That was
Caught that ball.
reception.
And he just split the defenders there. There's 2 defenders back there, but he split them.
And I'm going to tell you what, the Tigers blitzed that time, and that quarterback still had time to get that ball out of his hand.
6:24 to go in the opening quarter. First down and 10 on the 24-yard line for Freedom Prep. Quarterback hands it off this time. Hit in the backfield and brought down by number 7 for about a 5-yard loss. Number 7 for the Tigers.
Tate is a ball carrier.
Webster, Anthony Webster, and a good job of blitzing to get back there and disrupting that play and slinging him down for
At the
about a 5, maybe 6-yard loss. Second down and 15 according to the scoreboard.
Loss of 5 on the play.
We'll go run down the cheerleaders for you for Ripley High School as soon as we get a moment. Freedom Prep comes up under center this time. Wide outs to either side. The quarterback fakes the handoff and rolls to his right. It's just a quarterback run trying to get outside. He's going to be hit and pushed out of bounds after a pickup of about 6, but it'll be third down and about 9 for Freedom Prep. The ball is going to be spotted about the 24-yard line.
I tell you what, Freedom Prep pretty quick running with his offense.
They are quick.
It'll be third down.
Ripley High School
and 9.
senior
Third
cheerleaders
down for
and
Freedom
captains
Prep.
are Neisha Gendry, Lindsay
Ball
Hendren,
sits
and
at the
Delaney
24-yard
Mann.
line of the Tigers.
Freedom Prep back up to the line. Shotgun formation this time. Quarterback wants to throw. He's looking to his left. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he rolls back to his right. And he just throws it. And he does complete it. And he just tiptoed down the sideline. He actually stopped and caught the ball. And it's going to bring up fourth down, but only fourth down and about 2 now, as that was a really good throw and catch.
Yes, it was.
Also, Lily Carmack. These are seniors. Bailey Canaster. Kara Holmes. Rachel Jackson. Taylor Land. Shelby Odom. Taylor Walden. Those are your seniors. And your lone junior is Reagan White. Freedom Prep to the line with 5:28 to go. As they hand off, going off the left side, he breaks the first tackle and the second tackle. He's going to be brought down and a flag comes out. And I believe it's going to be against the Tigers. I didn't see anybody in the vicinity except for the ball carrier for Freedom Prep.
Well, the referee was, or the umpire was pointing towards Freedom Prep on that flag, Mike. We'll have to see.
It was a nice run. It was enough for a first down if it stands. And I think you're right. It looks like that Freedom Prep is backing up.
It was holding.
There's a holding call against the offense.
So now it looks like there is a personnel change that there will attempt a field goal here.
After the 10-yard mark off.
I think this is just a second year for Freedom Prep to have a football team.
I think so.
On the west
You know,
hash.
Freedom Prep is on the way up. They really are.
And
So it's going to be fourth down and 2. The ball is on the 16-yard line. It's going to be placed down. Let's see, it looks like there's going to be a timeout. So Freedom Prep is going to take a timeout, and as they are needing to count their players, we'll hold it here. I'm not sure that they'll just run a player on or off. At any rate, it'll give us time to run down some more of the cheerleaders. The sophomores are Hannah Carroll, Ashlyn Gray, Lexi Greer, and Amber Murphy.
They had 10 on the offense for the Freedom Prep, Mike.
Freshmen Hannah Chalk, Alex Crowder, Paige Hardy, Carney Rose, Maddie Payton, Brianna Shelton, and Abby Sondergraff. And those are your Ripley High School cheerleaders for 2018. Again, the Ripley Tigers next week will be on the road against Crockett County. That will be the Tigers' first district game. So be sure to make your plans to travel over to Alamo to watch Ripley take on Crockett County next Friday night, 7 o'clock. Will be kickoff at Crockett County. The Ripley Tigers travel. 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. Ripley on top, 7-0. It's going to be fourth down and 2. Ball on the 16-yard line. They're going for it. At least that's the way they're lined up. Quarterback under center, and it's just a quarterback sneak. And it's going to be close. I'm not sure that he got it, but it's close. Well, looking at the spot and the ball, it looks like it's going to be really close. So it's going to depend on the spot. Let's see if they're going to measure. They're going to call an official timeout for measurement. The ball is right on the 15-yard line, and that's about where the chain is. So they're going to walk it across the field.
If he got it there, it's not going to be by maybe just the end of the nose.
It looked like by where the chain was on the far side that they had it. But
How he don't get it?
yeah,
They're about a foot short, Mike.
so it is. So the Tigers hold up and stand tall, take over on downs with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. The ball is going to be on the 16-yard line, so it's going to be first down and 10 for the Ripley Tigers at their own 16.
That was close.
Too close.
You know, you said next week we take on Crockett County. For us to win that ball game, we don't have to play a mistake-free ball game. Although Crockett County's rebuilding, but they're so fundamentally sound.
5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Again, Ripley with the ball and the lead. Ball at their own 15-yard line. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Ross still the quarterback. He takes a snap. He's wanting to throw, looking downfield. He's straight back, looking. He throws into the flat. It's complete to number 10. Looks like right at enough for a first down. Number 10 is Hunter Crowder as he completes it. And let's see where they spot the ball. It's not going to be enough for a first down. He gets it out across the 20 to about the 21. So it'll be second down. It looks closer from this side than it does from the ball down marker on the other side. Second down and 4 for Ripley as they come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Quarterback hands the ball to Moore right up the gut, and he started to his left and broke it back to his right and picks up enough for a first down. So that'll move the chains. First down and 10 for Ripley, and squirts through the left side and picks up a big Tiger first down.
You know, we didn't mention too that he gets a sophomore. We have several sophomores playing on that offensive line.
First down.
We're a young team. We've got some good senior leadership, but we've got a lot of young folks out there playing as well. So first down and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. 2 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He throws it right out there to Bostic, and he's got trying to beat somebody, and he gets the catch and gets across the first down marker. And it's going to be about the 38, 39-yard line. They're going to say it's about the 37. Still should be enough for a first down. It's just a little quick pass. The wide receiver takes a step forward and then just backs up for the ball, and you've got another receiver that's supposed to block the defender that's head up on him, and he was able to shake that defender and pick up enough for the first down, so that moves the sticks. 4:14 to go in the opening quarter, 7-0, Ripley on top and with the ball. And Ripley, it's going to be a procedure penalty.
He had 23 had jumped early. Is that 23 or 24?
Yeah, that's 23. That was Curry. And he started early, and but he didn't go across the line of scrimmage. And had he went on and went in motion, what it was, he waited too long before he went in motion, and there's got to be I think a count between the time you go in motion and the time the ball is snapped, and that was too close. So that's an illegal shift, and it's declined according to the referee, because he loses about 5 or 6 yards anyway. So it'll be second down and about 15 for Ripley as they have the ball now back at the 32-yard line. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. 2 set running back. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore again going to the left side, but he's brought down from behind as they grab him by his sleeve and pull him down, and about the line of scrimmage it looks like. So it's going to bring up third down, well, according to the scoreboard, 17 at the 31-yard line. So big third down for the Tigers. If they want to keep this drive alive, they've got to do it on this play. Just still some mistakes by the Tigers that they've got to cut out. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, he rolls to his right, looking downfield, looking. Got a man in the corner, and it's complete, and it's still way short of the first down. He threw it out to about the 41-yard line.
Crowder, the receiver.
Crowder. Flag on the field too much. It's going against Freedom Prep, looks like.
No, it's against Ripley for an eligible receiver downfield.
Well.
So they would probably, I figured they would decline that and make it fourth down, but I think looks like they're backing them up. So that'll give Ripley the third down again. They'll just have further to go. I'm surprised at that. I would have taken the play and made it fourth down. With 2:58 to go in the opening quarter, Ripley has the ball and the lead 7-0. It's 3rd down and 24. The ball back on the 20, about the 25, 26-yard line.
And they'll go down the field.
Shotgun formation. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Ross is the quarterback. He takes a snap. He's wanting to throw long downfield, and it's downfield but broken up. And the receiver wanted a flag, but he doesn't get it, so it's going to bring up 4th down. The pass was intended for number, I think that was 23, Curry.
Well, it looked like it was definitely contact, but we're up in the press box, referee's on the field.
Yeah, it was pretty close to the time the ball got there, so I don't know if they thought that it was,
Ball's at the 26-yard
just
line.
contact at the point that the ball got there or not. But anyway, it was no call, so the Tigers' Ross is back to punt. He stands at about his 16-yard line. Here's the snap, and they get the punt off, and it's end over end, takes a good Tiger bounce. It hit about the 45, and it rolls all the way across the other 45 down to about the 43-yard line, and that's where Freedom Prep will have it 1st down and 10 with 2:41 to go in the opening quarter. Again, your Ripley Tigers 7, Freedom Prep 0.
In this first quarter of football, 1st down.
And I've got that blocked.
Tigers, I don't know what,
2:41 to go in the opening quarter. It's going to be Freedom Prep's ball, 1st down and 10, ball at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Ripley's defense on the field as they await Freedom Prep's offense as they huddle on the sideline, come out on the field. See another old former teammate out still supporting the Tigers, Vernon McBride and Ronnie Crawford. 1st down and 10. Shotgun formation. Slow snap. Quarterback picks it up, rolls to his right, wants to throw. Now he's going to roll back to his left. He's got one man out, but he tosses it, and it's complete to number 11 at the 30-yard line, and he breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets to the 10-yard line. And we got to break down and not let those guys juke us like that. And but anyway, the result of that play is going to be 1st down and 10 for Freedom Prep at about the 12-yard line with 2:25 to go in the opening quarter. Freedom Prep threatening now is it's going to be 1st down and 10 from about the 12-yard line.
It's
like
1st
the
down.
Tigers take a timeout.
Yeah, they need a timeout and need to regroup here because they don't need to give up any points here. But with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. 2:25 to go in the opening quarter. Ripley 7, Freedom Prep 0. Freedom Prep has the ball 1st down and 10 at the Tiger 12-yard line. They come to the line with 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. 2 running backs. Slow snap. They hand it off to number 21 trying to get outside. And he breaks a couple of tackles, twists and turns, and gets down inside the 5. It's going to be short of the 1st down, it looks like. Looks like they're going to say he was out of bounds at maybe around the 9. Well, they're going to say one referee, now they moved it now. It was about the 9, but the referee on the far on this side said it was at the 5. So it'll be 2nd down and about 3 for Freedom Prep with 2:05 to go in the quarter.
You know, this Freedom Prep team, man, they're not a bad looking team. They're going to take away a few of the penalties and stuff. Ripley Tigers are going to have to tighten up a whole lot.
2nd down and 3, 2:05 to go. Freedom Prep knocking at the door. The ball is on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and 3. The head referee over talking to the Ripley coach. Now he goes to the far side to talk to the Freedom Prep coach. Not sure if that's a clock issue or exactly what that is, or we'll see if we get any indication of it.
I'm going to say some John going down on that field. All
right. like we're about ready to play. Haven't seen a signal yet. May have been a sideline warning, I'm not sure. Didn't see any kind of signal, but the referee winds his clock. So the time is starting now with 2:03 to go as Freedom Prep comes to the line. Shotgun formation. Handed off number 21, starts outside, breaks it back inside. He's close to the touchdown.
He got it.
He did. So with 1:50 to go in the opening quarter, it is now Freedom Prep 6, Ripley 7 with 1:48 to go. And Freedom Prep looks like they are getting ready for their PAT.
With 1 minute.
So they're trying to knot it up right here with 1:48 to go in this first quarter here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field.
The extra point.
Number, looks like 20, the kicker, and that's Jose Diaz. Here's the kick, and it did get it. It looked like it was going to be blocked, but he gets the kick up, and he ties the ball game up. We're all knotted up at 7 with 1:48 to go in the opening quarter. So we'll be ready for the kickoff. We'll hold it here.
The varsity cheerleaders are having their home debut for the 2018 season.
Again, a chance to thank all of the sponsors here. Bill's Food Plaza,
Lindsay Hendren,
Norman Hendren Manor at Mount Carmel, Thornton's Furniture, Dan Douglas Attorney at Law, McDonald's, Cannell's Body Shop, SDG Primary Care, Quality Care, Best One Tire in Jackson and Brownsville, Bank of Ripley, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Tennessee Lottery, Triple T Tire, that's in Dyersburg, SDT Contractors, West Tennessee Expediting, JST Trucking, and Komatsu. Thank you again for all of the sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Ripley is this time back deep. Looks like they're going to have Maven, and I can't see the number on the near side. Ball is teed up in the middle of the field, 40-yard line. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken at about the 15. Mishandles it, picks it back up. He breaks to his left and back to his right. He's across the 25, down across the 30, and he's going to be forced out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. Pretty decent return. I think that was Maven on the return.
It was.
Maven on the return.
So the ball is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line. That's where the Tigers will have it. First down and 10 as we're all knotted up at 7 with 1:38 to go in the first quarter.
Tigers will have it with 1 minute and 38 seconds left in this first quarter. First down.
So the Tigers line up this time with 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right, shotgun formation. Moore, the lone setback. Ross takes a snap. He's wanting to throw. He's looking to his right, now to his left. Fires downfield. It's complete at the 39-yard line. The flag comes in.
Complete. A late flag.
There's going to be about a 5-yard pickup, but let's see what the flag is. It looks like it may be against Ripley. It is. It's holding against Ripley. So Ripley's going to back up 5 yards instead of gaining 5. They're going to lose 5 with 1:31 to go in this opening quarter. We're knotted up. Ripley's going backwards with penalties. Again, to run down the schedule for the Tigers this year, as we mentioned earlier, Crockett County away next week, then following up at Dyer County, Dyer County will be at home, and then at Obion County, then homecoming will be here in Ripley, then also Haywood, Covington, and Dyersburg in a row here at Ripley, and the Tigers will travel to Riverside to finish out the season. 2 wideouts either side. Ross rolls to his left, looking to throw, looking downfield, and he's got a man. It's complete. He's at the first down marker. He hurdles and gets the first down as he gets out to about the 39-yard line. And that was Bostic as he gets the first down, and he showed his athleticism on the end of that play as he just hurdled one of the players for Freedom Prep and moves the sticks. A nice gain there by Jamari, and he was the Tiger Player of the Week last week. He came out with the big championship belt that he wore. They give to the best player of the previous game, and he really showed his athleticism there. 1:21 to go in the opening quarter. Quarterback takes a snap, and he throws it out in the flat. It's complete, and he fumbles the ball as he's hit at the 50-yard line, and he's going to turn it over. And that was number 10, I believe. Was that 10?
Yeah, number 10.
Number 10 is Crowder. He made the catch and was hit crossing the 50-yard line, and he coughs up the ball and turns it over now to Freedom Prep at the 48-yard line. So Freedom Prep back in business with 1:10 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, what happened is he ran into his own man. He fumbled the ball.
The ball now spotted across the 50 down at the Tiger 49-yard line. So Freedom Prep 49 yards away from pay dirt with 1:10 to go in the opening quarter. They have the ball. It's all tied up at 7.
I tell you what, that number 75, the one that got them scholarships, he's a big man.
He's big, he's tall. Number 77 on the right tackle looks like he's just about as big.
Yeah.
The Tigers in a 4-4 defense this time. Quarterback takes a snap. He rolls to his right, looking to throw. Wants to run. Flag comes in, and he runs the ball, turns the corner, has the first down, but I believe it's going to come back. And we had a man out there that was actually should have contained him, but when he raised his arm up to throw, then he started backing up into coverage. And when he did that, then the quarterback just brought the ball down and ran it. You can't guess at what the quarterback's going to do, because if you come at him, he's going to throw. And if that's your responsibility, that's what you got to do. When he raises his arm, you still got to come after him. And so it is a hold against Freedom Prep. And so that's going to back them up 10 yards. So that'll put them back at the... That's going to back them all the way back up to the 36-yard line. So it's going to be first down and...
36-yard line. It'll be
first down and
for
about
Freedom Prep.
20. Freedom Prep to the line. Quarterback hands off to his left. Got a man, and he brought down a good job there, Crowder. I believe, no, that was number, who was that? 80. Number 80 on the tackle. One of the Tigers in on the tackle. Number 80 for the Tigers is Joseph Fincher. He's a sophomore as well.
Fincher on the stop for the Tigers.
In that defensive line for the Tigers, nose guard is number 70. And that's Keontae Hall. And 64 is right tackle. Get his, I think it's 54. Now, official timeout looks like.
Flag in the defensive backfield.
It is a flag,
Like
and it's going to be a delay of game against Freedom Prep, so that's going to back them up another 5 yards. It was second down and 26, so we'll go to second down and 31.
Down remains.
This has been a long first quarter.
It has.
You know what?
That was number 54 playing right defensive tackle.
31.
And that is
And the time is 10
Brendan
seconds.
Evans. Here's Freedom Prep, drops straight back, wanting to throw, going long downfield. And almost caught. There's going to be pass interference against Ripley, and I agree with that call. He had his hand all over him, trying to cover him. And I think that was number 28 for Ripley in the coverage. Number 28 is Trevor Anderson. So fortunately, in high school, that'll be marked off from the line of scrimmage and not from the point of infraction, or they would have had a first down. So at this point, with second down and 31, that should they'll still be a long way from making the first down. So only 3 seconds left until the end of the first quarter. Should get one more play off. So they're going to mark it off. It's going to be right in the nose of the ball, just shy of the 40-yard line. So it's going to be second down and about 20. 21.
It's second down.
Quarterback in shotgun formation, 2 wide outs right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to his running back. He tries to go off left tackle, and he's going to be brought down by number 7 for the Ripley Tigers. That was the last play of the first quarter. So number 7 is Anthony Webster. And so at the end of 1, The score now, Ripley 7
As the players
and
switch
Freedom
ends.
Prep 7. We'll be back with the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with more Tiger football. For the second quarter, that was almost an hour-long first quarter. It's going to be, when the play resumes, it's going to be 3rd down and 19. And a flag, no, that's not a flag. It's somebody threw something yellow on the far side, but it's not a flag. That's what the scoreboard says. 3rd down and 19 from the 42. I think the chain gang didn't change
We'll
ends.
start the second quarter.
So we'll start the second quarter, all tied at 7. I'm going to give a shout out to my future daughter-in-law, Sunshine Bright. Casey, actually her nickname is Sunshine. It's not a real name like I said it was last week. When I first met her, I said her name was Casey. I said, is that like at the bat or in the Sunshine Band? So since her last name was Bright, I just made it Sunshine. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback drops straight back, screen pass over to the left. It's complete, and he gets across the original line of scrimmage, and he get the first down. He picks up about 19 or actually 20 as he just gets across the first down marker. And it was a screen pass to the left, and the Tigers all went. Of course, they threw it to the opposite side of where the 3 wideouts were, and the Tigers kind of got fooled on that one, so that gives them a first down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line with 11:38 to go.
They got sucked in again, Mike.
Freedom Prep to the line, shotgun formation. They handed off number 21 off the left side, and he's hit hard there, met by number, can't see the number of the player, who picked up about 2 yards.
Tate on the carry left, stopped by the Tigers
I don't know who that was.
after a gain of about 2. 2nd down.
I think that was
Number 18?
16 or 18. If it was 18, it was Hammer. If it was 16, it was Barham. Either way, a good stop there. 2nd down and 8, ball on the 35-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation, quarterback wants to throw, looks to his left. He's throwing a long pass downfield. It could be picked off, and it looks like it is picked off, and a flag comes in, and it may be offensive pass interference.
Yeah, because it sure looked like the order for number 18 had that ball.
It did. So let's see what the call is. 10:44 to go in the second quarter. And it's a face mask against Freedom Prep, so that's going to back them up. He must have grabbed his face mask to keep him from intercepting the ball, because Ripley was in position to intercept the ball. They were going all the way down to the end zone, and he had good coverage there. I'm not sure who was in on the coverage, but they basically had to face mask him to keep him from intercepting the ball, so that's going to back them up. And that should back them up 15 yards, or 10 at least. Let's see, they're going to back them up 15. So they'll back across the 50 now to the 49-yard line.
Ball is marked back.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 22, somewhere in that neighborhood. Freedom Prep lines up 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Ripley showing blitz, and they come with it. And it is a screen pass. And he's got the first down. No, he's not. He's across the original line of scrimmage, out down to the 30. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 or 3. This was the exact same play. They lined 3 up to the right and 1 to the left, and threw the screen pass to the left. And the Tigers hadn't figured that one out yet. The defense just not adjusting to it quickly enough. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3 with 10:34 to go in the second quarter. Again, we're tied at 7, Ripley and Freedom Prep.
And we're doing the same thing we did last week, Mike. We're overshooting our target.
Freedom Prep up to the line. This time, same formation, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Let's see if they go back with the same play. And this time they roll to the right, looking to throw downfield. He's got a man over the middle of the field, and it's caught into the end zone. Wide open is their receiver, and he's the receiver that's been catching the screen passes. And he's got some speed, but he just flat run off and left our defensive coverage guy back there and broke in on the post pattern for the touchdown. So now Freedom Prep takes the lead 13-7 with 10:27 to go in the second quarter as they get ready for the point after.
Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, Freedom Prep come out here ready to play ball.
He has
We just come out just too slow. And I don't know what the boards are thinking, but
Left in the half.
Freedom Prep lines up for their point after. They start to run a man on late, and the hold is down and the kick is up, and it is good, and a flag comes in. And I think it's going to be an illegal substitution
It's good.
because they had a man on the field, although he never made it up to the line of scrimmage. So they'll probably back this one up 5 yards and kick it again.
I want this Diaz kids in the kin to Alberto Diaz to kick for Crockett years ago. They may be cousins.
Could be. Could be. He was a good one.
Yes, he was.
He was Mr. Quarterback, or Mr. Football Kicker of the Year that year at Crockett. That was season of 2003. So that's what it is, and Freedom Prep will back up 5 yards and kick again. It looks like he had plenty of leg for this. So I don't anticipate this being, the distance being an issue. Maybe the Tigers can get back there and disrupt the kick. Maybe they can get a block or push somebody backwards into it. Let's see what happens. Here's a snap. It's high, but he gets it down and gets the kick up. So with 10:27 to go in the opening or second quarter, Freedom Prep on top. First time of the game, they're up 14-7 as they line up for the kick. They're going to spot it right in the middle of the field. Back deep for the Tigers. Again, number 23, Mabin. And I can't see the number on the far side.
Here we go.
And here's the kick. And it's a long end over end kick. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard lines across the 20, the 25. He breaks across the 30, the 35, dances across the 40, and brought down at the 41 or 2-yard line. A really good run back there by number 23. That was Mabin. And he was shaken up a little bit on the play, but he makes a fantastic run.
40-yard
And again, that was Curry. That was Curry on the carry. A great run back by Curry.
Yeah, it looked like he was hobbled off the field, Mike, holding his right knee.
Number 3, Mabin, checks in and takes Curry's spot. He's going to be lined up on the right side. The Tigers got 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Shotgun formation for Ross. Cortarian Moore, single running back. Tigers take the snap, they hand it off to Moore. He hits it inside and then twists and turns back toward the middle. So he started off right tackle and breaks it back toward the middle and picks up about 2 yards on the play. So it'll make it 2nd down and 8 as we just go under the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. The Ripley Tigers trail 14-7. The ball is spotted at the 43-yard line. 2 wideouts to either side for the Tigers. Quarterback takes a snap. It's a swing pass out this way, and he's brought down. He couldn't shake that tackle. Number 9 brings down Boston as soon as he catches the ball. So basically no gain for the Ripley Tigers.
Freedom Prep doing a good job of boxing in, Mike, on that defense.
9:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Still the same formation, 2 wideouts either side. Shotgun formation. Ross rolls to his right, looking downfield, wanting to throw, looking. Oh, he got a man wide open. It's complete at the 40. We caught it about the 45, goes across the 40, down to about the 39. That'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st down and 10.
I believe that was maybe number 3 might have jumped it off.
It's Crowder on the reception. And the Tigers.
So that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Ripley Tigers as they cross over into
18 yards on the throw-in
Freedom Prep territory with 9:03 and counting here in the second quarter. Tigers on the march. Need to put this one in the end zone. 2 wideouts, actually 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Moore, the single running back, to Ross's right as he's in shotgun formation. Takes a snap, he hands it off to Moore. He starts inside, breaks it outside. He's got a little room. He's going down the far sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds just around the 1st down marker. It's going to be close to the 1st down. Let's see if they give it to him, depending on the spot.
Bring in number 35 for the Tigers.
I think that's Hammer, I believe.
I think he's a sophomore.
Moore on the carry.
No, that's Morgan, and he's a junior. So they're going to say it was a pickup of about 9.5. So we'll call it second down and 1.
You know, Mayor.
They're going to measure it the quarterback, or excuse me, the scoreboard says first down and 10, so they're going to measure it's on the far sideline, and I think it's going to be Ripley saying they got it, and it is first down and 10 for Ripley.
After the measurement,
8:33 to go in the second
Tigers
quarter.
First down.
Ripley gets the first down. The ball is spotted just about the 30-yard line. So a new set of downs for the Ripley Tigers with 8:33 to go. Again, Freedom Prep 14, Ripley 7. Ripley on the march. If they just don't make any mistakes, turn the ball over,
First and 10.
they should be able to score, and they should have scored on several of their possessions. They just keep making mistakes that hurt their own effort. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Ross wanting to throw, looking downfield. He's got a man, and it's complete. First down and more as he's down around the 10-yard line.
Boston,
Inside of the
88.
That was Boston. He actually had another man running wide open on the near side, and that was
And a Tiger first down.
Maben. He was wide open too. He was actually more open than Bostic. I thought he was going to throw it to him, but Bostic jumps up in the air, makes a good catch, and he's a big target, so it's hard not to see him. 8:20 to go in the second quarter.
18
Ripley
yards.
down to the 10-yard line, first down, or about the 11, first down to 10, and I believe Ripley pulls Freedom Prep off sides, and they do, so that'll give Ripley an easy 5. According to the first down marker, it's actually, the ball is spotted at about the 12-yard line, so that'll, excuse me, that'll move it down to about the 7.
Defense.
It'll be first down and 5 for Ripley now.
It'll be first down. First
8:05
down and 5.
in the second quarter. Ripley takes a snap and a flag comes in before the ball gets going. I think it's going to be procedure against Ripley. That'd probably give the 5 back, and that's what it is. So that'll make it back. Instead of first down and 5, it'll be first down and 10 again. So those last 2 plays just basically canceled each other out. And when a team gives you something like that, you don't want to give it back.
No, you want to take it.
7:50 to go in the second quarter. Ripley first down and 10 at about the 12-yard line. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes the snap. He's throwing the fake pattern to Bostic in the corner. And I couldn't see.
That's a pass interference. 2 flags come down on that play, Mike.
It got all the way in the corner, and I couldn't see it once it got in the corner, but I saw a lot of people from the stands making some noise, so I knew something must have happened there. I either got a touchdown or it was pass interference, and so it looks like it was pass interference.
Well, it was pass interference. 2 flags come out, and looked like Boston. That took a pretty good hit on that, down where he was at, is that asphalt. So he's going to have to come out. Or at least it played like he hurt him out of
Pass
his
interference
hand.
against the defense.
So now it'll be first down and 10, or excuse me, first down and 5 from around the 7-yard line. 7:34 in the second quarter. Ripley knocking at the door. Need to punch this one in. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes it himself, and he's going to go in off the right-hand side. He basically faked it to the left going to Moore, and then he ran it to the right, and the quarterback sneaked. And so the Tigers put 6 more up on the board with 7:30 to go in the second quarter. The score now, Ripley 13, Ripley 13, and Freedom Prep 14 as we line up for the point after.
And I think that's what we're going to have to go back and do, Mike. We're going to have to let Tyler run the ball, let Squirt run the ball, and have us 2 good open targets to pass the ball, which is Maven and Boston, and just let them do what they got to do.
7:30 as we lined up for the PAT. Tigers trying to tie it up here. Here's the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. So it's 7:30 to go in the second quarter, a new ball game. It's all tied up, 14-14. So we'll be back with more Tiger football in the kickoff in 30 seconds. Right after to go in the second quarter as Ripley tees it up on the near sideline, or excuse me, the near hash mark. Want to give a shout out to Randy, doing a great job running the boards there, the ravishing Randy, as he always does a fantastic job. Thanks for helping us out tonight, Randy, as always. Great job. Hawkins, again, kicking off from the near hash mark. 2 back deep for Freedom Prep as they stand at about their 7 or 8 yard line.
Here we go.
And here's the kick. It's going to be a long end over end kick. It's going to take them all the way back into the end zone. And that's going to be a touchback. So Freedom Prep will take over at the 20 yard line with 7:20. It's still counting. It went into the end zone. The clock should have stopped. It was about 7:26, and now it ran down to 7:22 after the touchback. But at any rate, it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Freedom Prep as they take over at the 20 yard line.
Glad to see Freedom Prep bring the big crowd in tonight. They got about 20 over on the far sideline.
Yeah, that's about 18 more than they had last year, I think.
Big crowd. Ripley's got a nice looking crowd.
Yeah, they got a good crowd, and it's people tailgating around the stadium and all the reserve parking spots. So a good crowd. Here's the snap. They handed off to the left. Oh, and brought him down in the backfield. I'm not sure he brought down or he tripped.
I think he slipped.
But either way, he falls down for about a 2, maybe 3 yard loss behind the line of scrimmage. So just as we approach the 7-minute mark, it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for Freedom Prep, as they should be back at about their 18 yard line. This time, their same formation. They got 3 wide right and 1 to the left. And they're going to this time hand it off going on the left side. He's hit in the backfield and brought down by a host of the Ripley Tigers for about a 7 or 8 yard loss. It was so many Tigers there, I couldn't pick out a number that made the tackle, but it was basically it was let's see, one of the players. I tell you, those numbers are not that easy to read from this distance, especially with my eyes.
I'm gonna tell you what, I can see 75 all the way across the field. He's got about 1.5 feet on our defense.
Yeah, those.
He is a big man, Mike.
Their numbers are a lot easier to read than ours are.
But he's having to go both ways too, like a lot of our guys are.
6:17 to go. It's 2nd down and 17. Quarterback takes a snap. He rolls out to his right, looking downfield, wanting to throw. He's looking. He's going to rear back and throw it as far as he can. A flag comes in and intercepted by the Ripley Tigers. We got to hope that flag is against Freedom Prep, because the Tigers, I believe, I was trying to see who picked that off. I think that was Ross. Tyler Ross picks it off. The Ripley quarterback playing on defense as well, and I think he picked it off. And it looks like that flag is against Freedom Prep, so Ripley will get the ball on the turnover on the interception. So the Tigers will have the ball 1st down and 10 at about the 41 yard line of Freedom Prep.
You know, that quarterback for Freedom Prep, he was looking for anybody to throw it to.
He just threw it as far as he could down the field. Of course, he's not their starting quarterback.
No, he's not.
And he was looking for somebody to throw it to and hoping for a miracle down the sideline, and it didn't happen. So Ripley gets the ball back as they get the turnover in the break. With 6 minutes and 2 seconds to go, it'd be nice to eat this clock up and be able to score right before halftime and take the lead. This time Ross is actually under center. The first time I've seen him under center since he's been playing football at Ripley. And a flag comes in, and I think it may be against, it's going to be against Ripley. We had somebody that jumped. So just as we get the turnover and start moving down, we shoot ourselves in the foot again.
Get the play clock done quick, because it's been on 6 for about the last 10, 15 minutes.
So evidently they're keeping that on the field, so you have to have kind of an internal clock to know exactly what the time is left. But that had nothing to do with that call. So it's 1st down and 15 for Ripley. Quarterback under center this time. And it's a toss sweep to Moore, getting outside. 2 or 3 flags come in as he gets across the 40 down to about the 37, 38. But 2 or 3 flags come in. And it's in an area where I would look for a hold, but I haven't seen an indication yet. Yeah, it is hold against Ripley. And so Ripley going backwards again.
Man, so many flags come out. I thought 4th of July out there. All these yellow flags on everywhere.
There's laundry all over the field.
But that was a good play by the Tigers on that tall sweep.
Got to give a shout out to the green team is they've done a fantastic job, as they always do with the Ripley field. It looks great. Of course, they've got the purple R in the middle of the field, but something new that they haven't seen before is the purple and white checkerboards in the end zone. So they did a great job on the field, but it's going to be first down and about 25 for Ripley, because they're backed all the way up across the 50 back to the 44-yard line. So they've first down and a mile, but we've got 4 downs. Here's the snap, and the quarterback hands it off to Moore. He breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle, gets right back to about the 50-yard line, so a pickup of about 6 as we're at 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So it's going to be second down and about 20.
Well, I tell you what, I don't think you're going to find a harder runner than Moore.
Yeah, he runs a lot bigger than what he is, and he's got a lot of heart. They just got to give him. If they just get him in some space, he'll make some people miss, and he'll outrun a lot of folks. Now back in the shotgun formation, 5 minutes to go until halftime. Ripley takes a snap. Quarterback drops straight back, flushed out of the pocket, steps up, and wanting to throw, pulls it back down. He misses or makes somebody miss on the first time. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. He's got the first down as he's down around the 25-yard line. So a huge run, about a 19, 20-yard run.
And that's what we need out of Tyler, you know.
So you've got everybody accounted for as far as receivers go, and you don't have the quarterback accounted for. So especially if you've got guys running downfield, they've got your back turned to the quarterback. So that's a great play by Ross, a good heads-up play with 4:46 and counting. Ripley has the ball, first down and 10 at the 31-yard line of Freedom Prep.
But it's still for Tiger, first down.
So they gained a lot of yards back there from the penalties they had lost. Quarterback's a swing pass out to Bostic. He's got a block in front of him, and they're going to bring him down. And it's just shy of the 20, maybe the 22, but pick up of about maybe 8 on the play, 7 or 8.
If we're going to have any chance of making the playoffs and beating some of these teams, Mike, we're going to have to implement some plays that Tyler runs the ball.
So it's going to be second down and about 3. So about a 7-yard pickup as we approach the 4-minute mark. Ripley has the ball at the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore. He runs into his own man, bounces it back outside, and he's going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage or maybe behind. And the big guy that plays offensive tackle that's recruited by so many folks, he actually makes the tackle. And again, you'll see him on Saturdays one day. His name is Chris Morris.
And he kind of reminds me of Ramon Foster at his side, Mike, you know it? Ramon might have been a little bit bigger than him.
Yeah, I think Ramon was quite a bit bigger than him. Heavier anyway. 3:18 to go. The quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore going off the right side, and he bounces it outside, and the flag comes in. He had the first down in Moore, and let's see if that's going to be a hold.
Gets the player to get more yards. However,
He had more than enough for a first down as he got down around across the 15-yard line. But a flag comes in, and it's going to be a hold, I believe, against Ripley. So again, Ripley shooting themselves in the foot if that's the case, and it is a hold against Ripley. So that negates their first down. It's going to back them up. It was 3rd down and 2, so now they're going to back them up, and they're going to be behind the sticks again. With 3:08 to go until halftime, 14-14.
Look like old man Faithful keep popping his head up. That's what hurt us the last year of them stupid penalties.
Yeah, we were our own worst enemy. You just can't do that. You can't hurt yourself. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Ross takes a snap. He fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, wanting to throw, and he just has to throw it out of bounds, and a flag comes out. Again, there was no one around the referee that threw the flag, but he was looking on the far side. So we'd like to think that was maybe pass interference, but not sure which way that's going to go. 2:45 to go until halftime. Tied up.
Twice. If they got 2 illegal substitutions. Personal fouls. Face man. Pass interference.
I don't know
It looks like it's going to be against Ripley. The team seems to be backing up. And here's the call, and it's an intentional grounding call against Ripley, and that's going to be a loss of down.
Well, I didn't see no receiver over there where Tyler threw it.
Well, as long as he was out of the tackle box, it shouldn't be a intentional grounding, but that may be at high school, maybe in college or NFL. So now it's fourth down and 15 with 2:45, and the punting squad comes on for Ripley. Ross is going to be standing back at around his 30, probably about 35 or 36 or 7 yard line. The punt, only one man back deep for Freedom Prep. And it's fourth down, and according to the scoreboard, fourth down and 42. I think it may be 32. I don't think it's 42.
Oh, Mike, it's a long way.
Here's a low snap. Tyler gets it off, and it gets a fantastic kickoff. He runs him all the way back to about the 4 yard line. And the Tigers need to stay in their lane here because they've got him cornered up down the far sideline. He gets out around the 20, maybe 21 yard line. But with 2:33 to go until halftime, Freedom Prep is going to have the ball as we're tied up 14-14, 2:33 to go. And the ball is going to be spotted at about the 22 yard line, it looks like.
Return back.
Maybe the 26. It's hard to tell from this angle.
20 yard line. 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
It's like about the 22. So
It's first down.
2:33 to go until halftime. 14-14, Ripley and Freedom Prep. Tigers in a ball game here. Freedom Prep lines up wide, one to the left, one to the right. Tight end to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off to his running back going off the left side. And the Tigers bringing down after a pickup of about 4 or 5. As the clock continues to roll at 2:20.
You know, Mike, I don't know if we too many thinking, overlooking this Memphis Prep team or what the case is, but nevertheless, how many penalties we've had tonight? A slew of them.
A bunch, yeah. Way too many, that's for sure. It looks like they could give him about 6, so it'll be second down and 4 we just go under the 2 minute mark. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off to his running back going to the right. He starts to the right, breaks it back in a fumble, and it looks like Freedom Prep is going to recover it. With a good hit there by the Ripley Tigers, somebody put their helmet right on the ball and it's popped out. But a Freedom Prep player was right there to recover it. So it's going to make it third down and about 5 or 6 for Freedom Prep as we are at the 1:34 and counting mark. Both teams have some timeouts left. I think Ripley has more than Freedom Prep. Seems like I remember them calling at least 2. I can only remember Ripley calling 1 so far. 1:15 to go in the first half. Again, tied up at 14-14. Freedom Prep to the line. 2 wide outs to the left, to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a slow low snap and throws to his right, on the throw, and he's trying to force and intercepted by the Ripley Tigers. He was just trying to force the ball, and he did force it. He forced it right into number 27 for the Ripley Tigers, and that was Bradley Johnson. He makes the interception. So with 59 seconds to go, the Tigers are back in business, and I think they've got a couple of timeouts in their pocket, so that may come in handy. Did you say there was an injury?
Number 5, the quarterback for the Freedom Prep was hopping off the field. I mean, we don't want to see none of these young men get hurt, but that's why they call it a contact sport.
But our coaches used to tell us all the time, say, I want you to hurt everybody you can. Don't injure anybody, but hurt everybody.
Well, maybe that needs to be the philosophy we need to tell our boys.
No doubt. 59 seconds to go until halftime. Ripley 14, Freedom Prep 14. Ripley has the ball, first down and 10 at the 28-yard line of Freedom Prep. And a whistle comes in before the snap, and that's going to be a timeout for Freedom Prep. So they evidently don't have the defense in that they would like to have, or they want to talk it over. So we'll hold it here with only 59 seconds left until halftime. Again, we want to thank our sponsors. Support the sponsors that support the Ripley High School Tiger football broadcast. Also, be sure to support the Booster Club. The Booster Club does a fantastic job supporting these Ripley Tigers, and so try to remember to help those people out any way you can. Sponsors for tonight's game include Dan Douglas, attorney at law, Mills Food Plaza, Norman Henry Manor at Mount Carmel, Thornton's Furniture, McDonald's, Cannell's Body Shop, SDG Primary Care, Quality Care, Best One Tire in Jackson and Brownsville, Bank of Ripley, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Tennessee Lottery, Triple T Tire, SDT Contractors, West Tennessee Expediting, JST Trucking, and Komatsu. Ripley up to the line of scrimmage, 59 seconds. Tigers in shotgun formation, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes the snap, he hands it off to Moore. He starts inside, breaks it into the secondary. A flag comes in behind the play. It looks like he's got a first down, but I think that flag is going to be a hold against the Ripley Tigers.
There is a flag, however.
So this clock stops with 52 seconds, and it is a hold against Ripley.
And the referees call it a hold, because you can grab them right in on the side and push them.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can't get them outside the framework. And I can only imagine, if you hold them in close, they really can't see it anyway. But when you let it get outside of you, it makes it real easy to spot. And, the sad part about it was behind the ball. And that's unfortunately where most penalties occur. They occur it had nothing to do with the rest of the play. And it brings the ball back. Now it's going to be first down and 20 with 46 seconds to go. And it can't be a delay of game because that's a defense. Should be illegal substitution. Too many men on the field. Yeah, they waved it off.
It's waved off. Penalty waved off.
So again, 46 seconds to go. First down and 21. Ball on the 39-yard line. Looks like they're going to talk to Tyrone on the sidelines and make sure that the clock is set correctly. They're setting it back to 52 seconds. It shows 46. So good job there by the referees keeping an eye on the clock. So we've got a official timeout until we get the clock set back to 42 seconds, or 52 seconds. And now the clock is set correctly.
That's good on our side, so we're going to need it.
Yep, we need every second we can get. First down and 21, ball to 39 for Ripley, tied up 14-14. And looks like Ripley pulls the defense off, so that'll give them 5 yards back. So instead of first down and 21, it'll be first down and 16.
Offside on the defense.
So good job there by the Ripley Tigers, either changing up their cadence or changing up the snap count. It's an easy 5 yards, and you don't have to burn it down to get it. Ripley up to the line, 2 wideouts to the right, Bostic lined up to the left, quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw, got Bostic over the middle, and it's complete for a first down at the 15-yard line. I think he was hit in the knee when he caught the ball. And so there's going to be an official timeout, an injury timeout. Now he gets up, but he's limping. He can't put any weight on his left knee or foot. And, he's only played in this game, half of this game and one other game. He was player of the game the last game. And that's all the football he's played in high school since he was a freshman.
He took a big lick on that leg.
He did. He went up in the air. He caught the ball, made a couple of steps to avoid the defender. Gets the first down. It's first down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. And so hopefully, I can only hope that it's a cramp. And doesn't look like it's a cramp by the way that I'm not sure who's looking at it. I'm not sure if it's one of the coaches. I haven't seen Dr. Hunt. That may be Dr. Hunt. I can't tell. He's got a hat on. So with 39 seconds to go in this first half, Ripley has the ball first down and 10 at the 15-yard line as there's an injury timeout for Bostic. Again, Bostic, a really good football player for Ripley, and he's only played said one game last week, which was his first game in varsity football, and then a half in this game, and he was player of the game last week.
He's getting up. That's a good sign.
He's getting up. Let's see if he can go off under his own power. And this kid, he's got one of the best personalities of any of the kids that I've seen around the field house. He's a really good kid. Now, he's going to have to be assisted off the field. He's not putting any weight at all on that left leg. So we can only hope that he'll be able to come back, if not in this game, by the next game.
You know, that.
Because he's a weapon.
Yeah, my personal opinion, that should have been an unnecessary roughness call.
Why?
Because the way the guy they came in and hit him on that leg.
Ain't no such thing.
Yeah, it is. I've seen unnecessary roughness. I know what it is.
Yeah, but not when you hit them. Not when you hit them in the play.
No.
All right, tied up again, 14-14 with 39 seconds to go. First down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line. Ripley comes up to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs to either side, two to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore. He starts inside, breaks it outside. He's got the first down and more. He's going to be short of the touchdown with 27 seconds to go, but he picks up a first down. Time is still clicking down. The Tigers could call a timeout right now. No, they're saying it's second down and about 1. 15 seconds. We need to get a play off. And they hand it off to Moore again, and he burst down close to the end zone and into the end zone. So, excuse me, with 8 seconds to go, Ripley takes the lead. And again, it turned out good that they didn't use the timeout because they would have just given Freedom Prep the ball back with more time.
You know, we go back and talk about DeMar getting hurt. He jumped, and when he did, that guy hit him in the leg. But I still throw a flag.
On the hard carry.
8 seconds to go. Ripley on top now, 20-14. As they line up for their point after.
Cross hold.
And a flag or a whistle comes in.
There's a flag.
You know, the first quarter took 45 minutes, and I don't know how long this second one taken.
About 40.
I'll just call my wife until I'll be there at sunrise.
Yeah, it's going to be a late game if the second half is any, or the first half is any indication of how long the second half's going to go.
If we've had one month, we've had at least 15 penalties.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
It's
Freedom Prep had about that many themselves.
Yeah, this has been a penalty-laden game for sure. 8 seconds to go. Ripley trying to add one more to it as Hawkins is lined up for the point after. I'll give a shout out to Fergie, the athletic director, Michael Ferguson. I tell you one thing, a lot of other places we've been, it's been hot in the press box. It's good and cool in here tonight.
It feels good.
It's almost cold to me. But I'd rather be cold tonight than be hot. So,
Yeah, I've
and
been up here when it's been 110.
Yeah.
And we didn't have no air.
we both have, and it's no fan.
Yeah, we both had. DeMar walking on his ankle now. I mean, he probably took a bruise right there.
Yeah, he's a little gimpy, but at least he's moving under his own power, and that's a good sign.
And you notice something? He caught that ball and got hurt. He didn't let that ball go.
Now he didn't. You're exactly right.
And when Squirt went to the end zone and scored, it looked like he got hit and fumbled the ball in the end zone, but he had already crossed the plane, so it was a touchdown. Don't forget, next Friday night we'll be at Crockett County. Crockett County won last week, 49-29 over Dyer County.
First district game of the season.
Yeah.
It'll be huge for Ripley. Again, Mike Ferguson, the athletic director, he does a fantastic job. You know, he makes sure that there's some snacks and drinks up here for us. Make sure the press box is cool. And, you know, he has to set up the field, put up all the pylons around the end zone, and put down the carpets in the corners. And I don't know what all he does do, but a lot more than I ever knew that a athletic director has to do. So we appreciate what he does. And so now Ripley lines up for their point after. 8 seconds to go, 20-14. Ripley trying to make it 21-14.
Mr. Harrell sitting like I said, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct.
And the snap is down and the kick is up. So with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's 21-14. Ripley over Freedom Prep.
Mr. Harrell just said that there was unsportsmanlike conduct on Freedom Prep. Stop the words. I guess. Oh.
Well, 8 seconds to go, so the Tigers need to hold on. Of course, Freedom Prep will get the ball to start the second half as Ripley took the ball to open the ball game. So Hawkins is going to kick off. Looks like it's going to be at the 40. I thought if it was unsportsmanlike conduct on the last play.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now they're going to mark it off. And so Ripley, instead of kicking off from the 40, or will be kicking off somewhere either the 50 or the 45. Probably the 45. Wow, all the way down to the 40.
Wow.
All the way down to the 35. All the way down to the 30. Wow. I know he'd kick a field goal from here.
What was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That was a 30-yard play. I mean, not play, but a penalty.
I'll have to get clarification on why it was marked off so many yards, because I really don't, I've never seen that just on one penalty. But at any rate, we'll take it. And so this should be easy kick into the end zone.
Well, Ripley called a timeout, Mike.
Well, they do. So I tell you, I am guessing that they're thinking about doing an onside kick here.
Could be.
You know, you might as well. The ball is at the 30, so if it goes into the end zone, you only gain 10 yards.
Yeah.
And if you get an onside kick and recover, you're down close, and you have maybe a play or two to throw it into the end zone.
And I wonder what, Freedom Prep maybe over talking about that same thing.
Yeah, I would be.
But the
You know,
ball has to
especially
go
with them
10
calling
yards.
timeout. If they didn't call timeout, I don't know that they would have thought so much about it, but since we called timeout, I would think that they're trying to warn their front guys and maybe put some hands people up front to try to make sure the ball is handled cleanly. But if it goes 10 yards, it's at 20 anyway, so if they down it, it comes up the same as if they put it into the end zone.
And it looks like that's what Ripley's going to do, because Hawkins is bringing the ball over to the left side. That's what it's going to be, Mike.
Yeah, he's putting it on the left hash mark, and looks like he's going to kick it to the right. Ripley has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the right, and only 4 on the left, plus the kicker.
That's a pretty smart move by Coach Cruz.
Now, you know, if he hooked it back this way, there's a whole lot less defenders over there, receivers, and we've still got 5 people to run down. So let's see what Ripley dials up. 8 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the kick, and he does, and he kicks it straight to a defender or to a receiver, and so
5, I believe.
And so he catches it at about the 19, so we still gain a yard out of it as opposed to putting it into the end zone. No time goes off the clock. 8 seconds is how many ticks that Freedom Prep will have until halftime.
I'm sure Freedom Prep, they're either going to take a knee here and go into halftime down 7, or either they're going to throw a deep pass.
Well, number 5 comes back in, the quarterback.
He don't have that strong of an arm.
He's not their hoss. He's not number 2. Number 2 could probably throw it 40, 50 yards. I haven't seen this kid throw it that far yet. But it doesn't mean they can't throw a short one and run a long way. And let's see if and they do down, it looks like. And so that's going to be the last play of the first half. So at the end of the first half, the halftime score here from Ripley, Tiny Knee Stadium and Jim Fitzhugh Field is Ripley 21 and Freedom Prep 14. Be sure to stay tuned at halftime for the in Ripley, Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field. The score at halftime, Ripley 21, Freedom Prep 14. As we get ready to start the second half, Freedom Prep will be receiving. Trying to get some halftime scores for you, a few around. Munford 36, Millington 17. It's not a lot of them have been updated so far. Dyersburg 35, Brighton 0.
Yeah, I don't think Brighton's got that much.
Bartlett 28, Bolton 0. Randy, I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if you are. Gibson County 20, Lake County 14. Henry County 14, Beach 7. We're getting ready for the kickoff. The Tigers ready to kick off. Hawkins will be kicking off from the near hash mark. He'll be kicking off from the south end of the field toward the north.
And We need to definitely do a better job this time on defense.
All right, football fans, are
Offense.
you ready for some second half football?
Decatur County 7, Lexington 0. That's a fourth-quarter score.
Wow. That's a fourth quarter score?
Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. The game was almost over last week in Southside.
But I'm gonna call my wife till gonna be late when I get home.
All right, we're ready for the kickoff. Here comes Hawkins. And here's the kick. A long end-over-end kick. It's going to take him all the way back in the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. So Freedom Prep will have the ball. First down and 10 from the 20. We did get some clarification on that 30-yard penalty when the Tigers kicked off close to the end of the first quarter, and that was because there were 2 dead ball personal fouls. And so both of those had to be assessed on the kickoff. And thankfully we have Mr. Wheatley here as he's able to clarify things like that for us. And so we are ready to start the first play of the third quarter. Freedom Prep comes to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have 3 wide outs to the right and 1 to the left. We've seen this set before. Now they put a man in motion. And I think that maybe they drew us off. Let's see.
That's false start.
Freedom Prep.
5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
So it'll be first down and 15 for Freedom Prep from the 15. Freedom Prep comes back with the same set. Empty backfield. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. Jet sweep coming this way, and he's caught from behind in the back of the end, or close to the end zone, behind the 10 and maybe close to the 5.
In fact, a loss.
Yeah, he lost a lot, well, about 5-6 yards on that play, Mike.
Second
A
down.
good job of Tigers getting penetration. I didn't see who got back there, but he disrupted the play. So it'll be second down and 20 from the 7-yard line according to the scoreboard. Man in motion from left to right. Quarterback hands it, he fakes it to him, and he runs off to the left himself, trying to get outside. He gets the edge. He gets back, gains several yards back, but still short of the original first down mark. But he picks up, see where they say he's out of bounds. It's back a lot further than it when he quit running, so they're going to say he was out of bounds at around the maybe 13-yard line, 12 or 13.
Wow, looks like he got a lot further than that, didn't he?
It did. He must have ran a long ways out after he got out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, he probably couldn't see the line over here.
It's second down.
So 11:16 to go in the first quarter. The third quarter. It's third down and 20. Ball is on the 13-yard line, and the quarterback throws out in the flat in the screen, and he's hit and missed by the Ripley Tigers. He misses the second tackle we do. He's got the first down. As he gets all the way out across the 30, the Tigers had 2 or 3 shots at him and just didn't wrap him up. And so they moved the sticks. It's going to be enough for a Freedom Prep first down.
You know, I'm not sure if I wouldn't take a whole practice and learn and teach them kids how to wrap up. Because you're not going to get them by just hitting them. You're going to have to wrap them up.
Yeah, you're right. You definitely got to wrap them up. You got to put a shoulder into them, not grab them by throwing an arm out there. So it's first down and 10, ball to 32-yard line for Freedom Prep. Man in motion from right to left. And a wide receiver on this side leaves early.
Another flag.
So that should back them up 5 yards and make it first down and 15 from around the 27-yard line. False start.
They're just going to have to go down and begin to go for world records in high school football for the amount of flags.
It sure has been a ton of them.
This ball game.
It may be one of the longest. It may wouldn't be what it goes down for, the longest game.
Hey, but last week I think we was headed home, what, about 9 o'clock?
9:15 anyway. I think the game was over and I was walking out of the stadium about 9:15, so. And we're just about there now. With 10:30 to go in the third, Ripley on top, 21-14. Quarterback takes a snap and he fakes the handoff, runs it himself around left end, and he gets past 2 or 3 Ripley defenders. He's finally brought down after he gets to the 40-yard line, or
Quarterback
about the
keeper,
39-yard
back
line.
up the middle to
Not
about
enough for a first down, but a
40
nice gain as it was picked up. It's going to be second down and about 4 according to the scoreboard.
Well,
No, they're marking
calling
it
the
off.
first down.
They're calling it a first down, so they can actually move it out to the 42-yard line. That moves the sticks, first down and 10. Freedom Prep, 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Man in motion, they hand it to the man in motion coming to the near side. Good open field tackle there by Ross, as he's actually playing middle linebacker tonight, and he did a good job. He's one of the more physical guys on that defense.
Ball carrier Brooks.
That's one thing about Tyler. Tyler don't mind hitting you.
Now, and
That's a good thing.
I guess being a quarterback and being on the receiving end of that, it's nice to be able to dish it out sometimes.
Yeah.
9:30 to go in the third. Freedom Prep comes to the line, second down and 7, ball on the 45-yard line. Man in motion, quarterback fakes it to him, and almost wrapped up in the backfield. He gets past, breaks 2 tackles. Now on the far or near sideline, going down the sideline. He finally steps out of bounds at around the 27-yard line, weighing more than enough for a first down, about a 20-yard scamper.
We had him stop in the backfield, just couldn't get him.
Just didn't wrap him up and hold on to him. He's not the big, tall passer that number 2 is, but he is pretty shifty. So that moves the sticks. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 27-yard line with 9:14 to go in the third. Ripley on top, 21-14. Freedom Prep marching down the field on this opening drive here in the third quarter. Man in motion from right to left. They hand it to him. He's trying to get outside. Ripley does turn him in, but he gets a first down and a flag comes in. And we can only hope and think that that's probably a holding call against Freedom Prep. But let's see what the call is. No indication yet.
Yeah, I think it is holding, Mike. It's either holding or pushing the back. It's pushing the back.
So that'll go against go against Freedom Prep.
That's
and
last week, brother.
It was 9:07 to go in the third, and that backs them up
10 more
to
yards.
they're going to spot the ball down at the 38-yard line, about the 39-yard line. Between the 38 and the 39. Freedom Prep up over the ball, 9 minutes to go in the third. First down and about 20.
First and 20.
Man in motion, they fake it to him and hand it to the tailback going off the left side. He breaks into the secondary. He's got down close to the first down. He's going to be close to it depending on the spot. It was first down and 20, and he picked up, looks like at least 18 or 19 of that.
See what they're Freedom Prep, they got quick backs on their team.
They do.
They're quick.
Freedom Prep back up over the ball. Man in motion, they fake it to him. Quarterback splits 2 defenders, breaks outside. Still going down the sideline. Going to be tackled after he gets close to inside the 15, it looks like, and the first down. They're going to say he's right at the 10-yard line. So according to that, it would be first down and goal from the 10.
At or near.
Once again, we're over pursuing.
They started on the 20.
8:23 to go in the third. It is first down and goal from the 10.
Inside the 10.
Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to number 21 as he splits right through the middle. He's going to go into the end zone, it looks like. No, he's going to be short, and a tackle made, but a flag comes in at about the 1-yard line. That may be,
Horse collar like me, Mike.
it could be. He definitely grabbed him by the back of the shoulder pads and threw him down. I went and got a jacket, and then the air conditioner's off now. Ripley sends in some beef for the middle of that defensive line, number 70 and number 68.
Against the Tigers.
Well, on that play, with just about every play that they've ran this last half, Freedom Prep, our guys just over pursuing. I mean, we're just running right past it. I mean, we're there in time to get them, but they just over pursuing.
8:13 to go in the third, 21-14, first down and goal from about the 1-yard line. Quarterback tries to sneak it in off the left side, and I think he got in. Ripley says yes, and Freedom Prep says yes. Ripley says no, and the ref says no too. So it's about the 1-foot line.
Quarterback attempts to sneak into.
It was a quarterback sneak off the left side, and I would expect them to probably do the same thing again.
From the one.
Ripley put 300-pound guys right in the middle of the defensive line. Now they're back in the shotgun formation. Man in motion. And the quarterback evades. He actually almost picked off. He tried to force it into the end zone to one of his defenders. And it falls incomplete, but it's almost picked off. And I'll have to say, number 10 picked the quarterback up. He was hit pretty good at the end of that play, and Crowder went over, good sportsmanship, and picked him up and helped him back to his feet. So now it is 3rd down and goal, and Freedom Prep takes a timeout.
Good stance right there by the Ripley defense. You know, not to let him get into that end zone.
So Freedom Prep will have the ball 3rd down and 1, or 3rd down and goal from about the 1. Again, the sponsors for tonight's game: Dan Douglas, attorney at law, Neal's Food Plaza, Hendren Construction at Manor at Mount Carmel, Thornton's Furniture, McDonald's, Cannell's Body Shop, SDG Primary Care, Quality Care, Best One Tire, Bank of Ripley,
32
Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Tennessee Lottery, Triple T Tire, SDT Contractors,
for Freedom Prep,
WTE,
1 yard for Baker.
JST Trucking, and Komatsu. 3rd down and goal from the 1 for Freedom Prep as they come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback's going to be under center. I would expect a quarterback sneak here. Let's see what they dial up. And that's what it is. And he didn't get in, I don't think, unless he gets in off the push from the line.
No, he didn't get in.
Quarterback sneak.
And he was really pushed back as he tried to go forward for that quarterback sneak. He never got a start. He may have lost a half a yard or maybe a yard on that play. So it'll bring up 4th down. Let's see if Freedom Prep elects for the decide to kick or if they're going for the touchdown. I don't see the kicker coming in. So it looks like they're going to go for it. .6:55 in the 3rd quarter. Ripley on top, 21-14. It's 4th down and goal from the 1.
You know, this Freedom Prep team is not a bad team. You know.
All right, they come back to the line of scrimmage under center this time, and they hand it off to the left side, and it looks like the Tigers defense makes a stand. He goes backwards instead of forward. So the Tigers defensive stand there at the goal line holds them out of the line of scrimmage. And so that keeps 7 points off the board. Of course, they've got about 98, 99 yards to go. But as long as you keep the 7 points off the board and keep it out of their hands, it's hard for them to score. So with 6:35 to go in the 3rd, Ripley mounts a great goal line stand.
Built a wall and didn't let them in.
They did. So Ripley now 21-14. The ball is on the 1 yard line. They've got the ball over on downs. Ripley's going to come with 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Moore, the single setback with Ross in its shotgun formation. He's going to stand about 3 or 4 yards deep in his own end zone. And there is a flag. Yeah, I can see where it would be because they've got guys all the way down to the 10. If that's the case, it'll just be a warning. It won't mark off any yards.
They've already had their warning. They're going to have their warning. They're going to
Mr. Wheatley said he thought maybe they'd already had their warning. If they've had a warning, then this would be a penalty. They're talking it over with the head coach on the far side.
So that'll bring the ball up a 5-yard penalty.
And then the second time it's 15.
The head ref starts back to the middle of the field. Now he goes back over to the far sideline again.
I blame the referee for this. He should have already had this settled. That first time.
Mr. Wheatley, long-time referee.
About 70 years.
Well,
42.
42 years. He was 50 when he started.
50 when he started.
He's a wealth of knowledge. Nice to have him in the press box.
Sure is.
Somebody that's been out there on the field for all those years can really give you an insight to what's going on. It talked about the 2 personal fouls at the end of the first quarter, first half, and he said he's had as many as 3 in a row. And Coach Kane for Humboldt, I think, was the one that maybe called him on, and that ended up sending him to the dressing room.
Uh-oh.
So when I was in high school, he was coaching in Covington. So no love lost between anybody my age and Coach Kane, that's for sure. And they're taking their sweet time about getting this figured out. Like this game wasn't long enough already.
Yes.
And it does appear that Freedom Prep is going to be backed up, and that would give Ripley, get them out from the shadow of their own goalpost, if that's the case.
Personal foul.
15.
So that'll move them out 15 yards. So that'll put the ball at about the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down for Ripley. Ripley needed that. And that all goes back to that goal line stand, getting the ball at the 1. And now you've got the ball out at the 16 and never snapped the ball. So that gives you a little bit of room to work.
Maybe they made some adjustments at halftime on this offense and defense. Let's see what the offense can do.
2 wide outs to either side. Haven't seen Bostic back in yet. Ross takes a snap, wanting to throw, looking downfield, throws out into the flat. Ooh, it hit hard there. The receiver was, but he's still on his feet, still fighting, but he's going to lose about 5 yards. And a flag comes in.
That's going to go against Freedom Prep.
And that was Moore on the catch. And I mean, he took a lick on the far side, but he never went down. He took a hard lick, but he stayed on his feet, and the flag comes in late. And it appears that it would be a personal foul or some sort of foul like that on the far sideline. And we could definitely use that. You know, Freedom Prep, here's to see the call. That's unsportsmanlike conduct against Freedom Prep, so that'll mark Ripley off 15 more yards. You know, if Freedom Prep, they've got good athletes. If they, like us, if they wouldn't get penalties and didn't make mistakes, they'd be a good football team.
Yeah, they just stay cool.
So that moves the ball out now to the 26-yard line. The Tigers start at their own 1. Really no play yet that really amounted to anything. Penalties have been dominant here in this first drive as Ripley comes to the line, 2 wide outs on either side. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore again. He's got the room as he breaks it outside, and he gets about 6 or 7 yards, and another flag comes in on the far sideline.
6 yards for the Tigers. There is a flag on the
That's got to be holding on the Tigers.
That's a holding penalty against the Tigers.
So that will back Ripley back up. Yeah, I agree. I hear somebody said on the other side over there, said, I think we're playing flag football tonight.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot of flags on the field.
Look, just don't think about it. The referees getting more yards than we are.
Yeah, and backwards and forwards, and so now it backs Ripley up. It'll be first down and about 15 from about the 20-yard line. Ripley to the line, quarterback rolls to his left, wanting to throw, looking downfield. He's got a man, and caught as it went through the defender's hands. And Ripley comes up with the ball, and he's still running down the field, but he was down when he hit the ground. This is not the NFL, so you don't have to be touched. All you have to do is hit the ground. But it was enough for a Tiger first down, as they're going to have the ball out around the 37-yard line. It should be enough to move the chains. With 6:07 to go, it should be first down and 10 for Ripley. So he caught the ball. It actually almost was picked off, went through the defender's hand, and number 3 for the Tigers, Maben, did a great job of concentrating on the ball and looking it in, and he caught the ball and fell down, hit the ground, never was touched. He got up and basically ran for a touchdown, but he was down on impact with the ground. So first down and 10 for Ripley, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ripley up 21-14. This drive started on the 1-yard line after a goal line stance by the Tigers. 2 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes it and hands it off to Cordarian Moore as he starts inside, breaks it outside, and gets across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. They may say he stepped out to 45, but a nice, about 8-yard run. If he hadn't ran into one of his own players down at the end of that play, he may have, well, he definitely would have got more yards. I don't know if he'd have broke it, but he would have picked up more. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 for Ripley.
Yeah, I think what happened to Moore there, Mike, he ran into the back of one of the players. That stirred him up.
5:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ripley comes to the line of scrimmage. The ball is sitting right on the 45-yard line. 2 wide right, 1 wide left. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to Moore again, trying to get outside. A flag comes in, and they're going to hit him. He's going to lose about 4 or 5 yards, and a flag comes in. 2 flags come in, one on either side. I'm going to guess that the one on the far side was a hold. I don't know what this one on this side would be. We're going to hope that at least they offset. That's holding against Ripley. And let's see what the other flag was.
We played 7 minutes exactly. We've had 7 minutes, 7 penalties in the second half.
And it looks like that is the only penalty that's going to be called. So that's going to mark Ripley back up 7 yards. Someone said, I heard on the far side, we played exactly 7 minutes. We've had 7 penalties.
Right. So that's a penalty a minute.
Penalty a minute. So it'll be 2nd down and about 14 for Ripley as they're backed up now to their own 30, about 34-yard line. 2nd down 14. 4:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ripley comes to the line. Wide outs to the left and right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore up the middle of the line. He's got some room. He's going to be brought down across the 40 at about the 42-yard line. Moore has been a workhorse in this game. He runs hard. He's not a great big fella, but he runs like he is, and he runs behind his shoulders.
He's a sophomore.
He is.
And he runs hard.
And he is 5'10", 165 pounds.
Let's bring up 3rd down and 6. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going forward.
Ball is at the 41. 4:14 to go in the 3rd. Ripley on top, 21-14. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes a snap. He's looking to his left, wanting to throw. And he's throwing long downfield. It's going to be, well, it should have been picked off. I mean, the ball was, I don't know if it was overthrown or underthrown. He had a man underneath and over the top. And the defender was right there, and I don't know how he missed that ball, but I'm glad he did. But it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for Ripley as they're at the 41-yard line, punting situation for the Tigers.
Woodard nearly made the interception. It's 4th down.
So that stalls the Ripley drive. Ross will stand at about his 32 or 3-yard line to punt. Here's a snap. Blocked. And it's caught by Ross as it was hit up into the air. He catches it himself, and they tackle him, but he's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line. So basically, we lose about 4 yards on the punt. But on a blocked punt, that's better than it could have been. They could have picked it up and ran back all the way for a touchdown. But at any rate, we had 1 blocked last week. We've had 2 blocked this week. But that's something we definitely have to work on. Win, lose, or draw this game, that's one thing that we've got to work on.
We've had 2 blocks tonight, haven't we?
I think so. I think we've had 2 tonight and 1 last week. As Freedom Prep comes to the line of scrimmage, quarterback drops straight back, wanting to throw, and it's a screen pass on the left side. He's got 1 man to beat, and he's going to be tackled at about the 15, somewhere around between the 15 to 20-yard line.
No flag. Yeah.
And I thought I saw a flag, but I don't see it anymore. Maybe there's something yellow I've seen the other team throw around a little bit, but I do see Freedom Prep walking back, and it looks like the referee is standing over the ball like he's going to mark it off. And nope, they don't. He puts it down at about the 16-yard line. And the sticks haven't moved yet. Let's see if he puts it down and marks it off. I don't see that. There is a flag laying beside the referee on the far side.
I'm going to tell you what, Freedom Prep had done an excellent job of sucking us in. and just throwing that little swing pass right over the middle, Mike.
And let's see if there's a call here. 3:35 to go in the third. Ripley 21, Freedom Prep 14. And the ball would have been down at the 14-yard line. And it looks like there is going to be marked off against Freedom Prep. No signal from the referee yet. Here he comes. Personal foul against Freedom Prep. And they don't say what type of personal foul. But that marks it back now to about the 32-yard line.
Penalty was against Freedom Prep.
Freedom Prep back up to the line. Man in motion. They fake it to him and hand it to the running back. He's hit in the backfield, and this time swarmed by the Ripley Tigers as they catch him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. And there was a host of Tigers there.
He got hammered.
Number 64 for the Tigers led the way. That was Cody Beasley. He's a freshman. So now,
wow.
and they shown earlier it was first down and about 3, and now it's second down and about 8.
So we've really got a young defense.
Very young.
Second down, 8 yards for Freedom
Shotgun
Prep.
formation, Freedom Prep, 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Man in motion from left to right. They fake the ball to him. Quarterback looking to throw. He's throwing the fade pattern far down on the far side, and it's caught. And both the Ripley and Freedom Prep went up for the ball. Freedom Prep came down with it inside the 5 at about the 1 yard line.
That pass is complete.
So the Ripley Tigers defense will have to
Heavily
buck up again.
completed by Freedom Prep.
And that was just a jump ball, and he got a little higher, and he was able to come down with it. It was pretty good coverage.
Down
But he came down with the ball.
1 yard line.
The quarterback threw the ball about 75 feet in the air. And that dude jumped up and just got it.
He had a lot of air under it. So first down and goal from the 1. Shotgun formation, 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Man in motion from right to left. They fake the handoff, now hand it to the running back. He's caught in the backfield at about the 7 yard line. So he's going to lose about 6 yards on the play. Number 64 comes out with a shoulder injury,
Tackled in the backfield.
holding that left shoulder.
It's second
64
down.
for the Tigers is Cody Beasley. He's the freshman. Two minutes to go in the third quarter. Second down and goal from the 6. 21-14 Ripley, but
Second down.
Freedom
6.
Prep threatening here. It looks like it's going to be a pass to me by the way the linemen are standing, and it is. And the quarterback's taking it and rolling around the left side, and he gets close to the end zone, and they're going to say he's down at about the 2 yard line, so it'll make it third down and goal from the 2. Clock still runs inside a minute in the third,
Carry short of the goal line.
and there's going to be a injury timeout. I think Freedom Prep has a man down. Clock stops with 1:28 to go. Dr. Hunt goes out to check on the injured player, and that was him in the first half. Checking on the Ripley player. I think that was Amari Boston that he checked on. And I saw him at halftime, and I saw he had the same hat on, so I knew that was him as he goes out across the field. And it looks like this may be a cramp, as he's got the leg straight up in the air, and they're pushing his toe down. Dr. Hunt giving a watchful eye. Well, when play resumes, it's going to be third down and goal from the 2 yard line with 1 minute and 28 seconds to go in the third, and Ripley on top 21-14.
Well, if we take away the 600 penalties that we've had
Next
tonight,
week, your Ripley
it might be
Tigers
more
move
of
east to
a
Crockett
spread
County.
in the score.
Rival from an
But
adjoining
that's
town
something that's haunted us the
at
last few
7
years is them
p.m.
stupid penalties.
Be in the stands
Well,
early
fortunately for us, they've had
match between
about probably as many, if not more, than we've had.
Yeah, it's been a bunch
and Ripley
on both sides.
Tigers.
Next week when we take on Crockett County, you know,
Yeah, we can't make this many mistakes.
I know we got the talent and the ability, we can beat Crockett. But it would have to be a mistake-free game.
Yeah, we're going to have to play a lot better than we played in the first 2.
You ain't been to Wayne Thompson. And that's what freshman ain't gonna play it on. Look like.
So the player leaves under his own power, and that was actually the quarterback, number 5. He looks a little gimpy going off,
You know, the first half he limped off on that right leg.
and he's leaving pretty slow this time.
I don't know if they got a backup or not, because since that, did you ever hear why they're starting?
He hurt his shoulder about the 4th play of the game last week against McNary.
Oh, okay.
Is what one of the coaches told me. So we get ready for the 2nd down and goal, and they do have a different quarterback in, number 9.
3rd down, 2 yards.
Oh, they come to the line of scrimmage. Anytime you got a new quarterback in, you always stand the chance of fumbling, especially he's under center this time. They're trying to cut down a little bit. Look for a quarterback sneak, and know he's going to run back, hand it to the tailback because he goes over the left side, and he looks like he went to the end zone.
Touchdown.
And he does. So with 1:17 to go in the 3rd quarter, the score now, Freedom Prep 20, Ripley 21,
So,
as they get ready for their point after.
17 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Pending the extra point, it's Ripley 21, Freedom Prep 20.
So Freedom Prep trying to tie it up now.
Diaz come in and kick the field goal.
1:17, the point is good. It was close to being blocked, but they get it. So it all tied up again, 21-21 with 1:17 to go in the 3rd. And so we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the kickoff and more Tiger football right after this. As we get ready for the kickoff, Freedom Prep lined up to kick off as they have tied the ball game back up, 21-all with 1:17 to go in the 3rd.
As the Tigers are moving from south to north with a minute 17
Freedom
left
Prep
in the 3rd quarter of this game.
Tees it up in the middle of the field. Tigers have 2 back deep. They stand about their 9-yard line. And here's the kick. A short end-over-end kick is going to be taken by one of the upbacks at about the 25, and he fumbles the ball, and it goes back to the 25 and recovered by the Ripley Tigers. That was number 23, I believe, that recovered it. 23 is, I believe, Maven.
No, it's
No, it's Curry. Not sure who caught that. It was one of the upbacks, and I didn't see the hit. He ran into a crowd, and I just saw the ball squirt backwards. Either way, it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ripley at the 26-yard line with 1:12 to go in the 3rd. 21-all ball game. Ripley have 2 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. And Bostic has not come back into the game. Here's the snap. Quarterback wanting to throw, looking downfield. Got a man, he's going to split him. And picked off by Freedom Prep. He's across the 50, the 45, the 40, cuts back across the field. And now he's going to backpedal as he gets back to the 40, now across the 45, 30, and finally brought down at the about the 29-yard line. The ball was almost caught, and then it was tipped into the air, and before it hit the ground, the second defender was able to come up with it and then just made a really good run. And so now with 54 seconds to go in the 3rd, Freedom Prep is back in business at the 28-yard line, 1st down and 10.
That's good coverage by Freedom Prep.
Yeah.
You know, can't take nothing off of them. It was good coverage by Freedom Prep.
Yeah, you know, the ball was in the air a long time. And that gave them time to get over and get into coverage, and that's exactly what they did. Freedom Prep comes back to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 from the 28. 54 seconds in the 3rd. Tie ball game. 21-all. Man in motion from left to right. They fake it to him. Flag comes out and a whistle.
Flag stops play. Illegal
Another flag.
Against the offense.
I'm saying illegal shift by Freedom Prep. Well, false start.
5-yard penalty. Repeat
So that'll
first
back
down.
Freedom Prep up 5 yards.
You got any score at that point?
That's what I'm looking for.
Will every one of them win?
53 seconds to go in the third. First down and 15. Ball from the 33. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to the running back off the left side. He's into the second level. He's across the first down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. None on there.
Seven-yard gain, second down,
Thing's fully charged.
8.
It fell incomplete, but he was injured in the process, kind of on the track there outside the corner of the end zone. Looks like they've got him up. Ripley players all down on a knee. Again, 11 seconds left. Let's see if we can get an update on some scores.
Dyersburg 42, Ryan 7.
Riverside 7, Lexington 0. And that is a final.
Wow.
Huntington 56, Waverly 42. That's a fourth quarter score. Chester County 14, Adamsville 7, fourth quarter score. Ripley now on defense as they throw the ball, and it's picked off. The Ripley Tigers pick it off as it was third down and about 8 for Freedom Prep. The quarterback for Freedom Prep was hit as he let go of the ball, and it was thrown into the flat on the far side, and it was picked off by a Ripley Tiger. So with 5 seconds to go in the third, Ripley has the ball again as they will start the fourth quarter. They may get a playoff, and then they'll go into the fourth quarter tied up at 21. A final. Dyer County 28, Obion County 21. Haywood 33, Jackson Northside 12. That's a final. Henry County over Beach 14-7.
First down.
Lake County 28, Gibson County 28.
Wow.
Ripley up to the line of scrimmage, last play of the first quarter, and they hand it off to Squirt as he squirts through and gets into the second level, picks up about 5, and that is the last play of the third quarter. So we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the fourth and final quarter right after this break. Back as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter here in Ripley, Tennessee, Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field. Second down and 6 for the Ripley Tigers at their own 37-yard line, tied up 21-all. Ripley takes a snap. They hand it to the running back, number 16. He's caught in the backfield. He breaks the first tackle, And a flag comes in as he's tackled about a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage.
In the backfield, there is a flag.
And number 16 was the ball carrier for the Tigers.
Gage Barn, I think.
And it looks like it might have been a face mask or something like that. It was Barn.
Yes.
Let's see what the call. I didn't see any Ripley players around the
Face
running
mask,
back.
personal
It was a face
foul
mask.
Against,
The referee said it was face mask.
So that will give the Tigers,
Prep.
should give them
Against
a
Freedom
first
Prep,
down.
which moves the ball.
It does.
I think frustration done set in
15
on Freedom
yards,
Prep.
and
I think they're frustrated
a
now.
first down.
So that'll move the ball up to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. 11:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Ripley comes to the line of scrimmage. First down and 10. Ball at the 44. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back. He's in the second level, and he picks up about 5 yards, and that was Squirt as he gets across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
He did some good running that time, like
He did, and a flag comes in late.
There's gotta be some people out there running their mouth.
11:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
Next time you have that roster up there, boy.
It looks like it's going to be against Ripley.
I believe it's gonna be an unsportsmanlike time. How many of them can you get a game?
You can get one every play, I guess.
Well,
We hadn't had that many of unsportsmanlike. They've had a ton of them, but that's just what I'm guessing it is. I haven't seen an indication yet. Personal foul against Ripley.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
So that will back the Tigers up again.
That's a 15-yard.
Gonna push them all the way back to the 35-yard line.
and to me, Mike, that's just stupid. Keep your mouth shut and just play the ball.
Well, if that was a block in the back,
Yeah, blocking the back, but he also called it unsportsmanlike conduct.
so 11:29 to go. It's going to be second down and 20 for
Second
Ripley
down and 20.
as they come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide outs left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt as he crosses the 40 and about to the 41-yard line. He had a little room outside and he broke it back inside and picked up more than I thought he would. So he picks up about 5 or 6 yards, but it's still going to be third down and about 14 for Ripley as we're under the 11-minute mark.
And about 14.
So big third down play here for the Tigers. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. And Ripley's going to be called for an illegal procedure. They let 3 men that left early.
Don't forget the down shirts, the gym, waiting there. For sale at the,
A final here. Jackson Southside 7, Union City 6.
Wow.
The Union City is the defending state champions. Dyersburg 42-7 over Brighton. That's a final.
Clock starts.
Germantown 48-29 over Houston. Ripley throws it down to the flat. It's complete. And he gets past one blocker. Now the second one, he's almost off to the races. He caught number 3, caught it and picked up almost. He's going to be about a yard or 2 short for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down for the Tigers.
That was Maben who took that ball to the dog.
It was, and Maben had some speed.
Maven on the
He picks up, he's about a yard short, and so I would expect the Tigers to go for it.
I ain't so sure if that wasn't horse
It's
call.
fourth down and
Freddie
1.
Prep, he grabbed him and pulled him back.
10-13 to go. Ripley is going to go for it. Fourth down and 1, ball at the 46-yard line. Tigers need to just cross the 45. That'd be a time you wish you had a great big fullback. And Ripley left early. And quarterback does not make it. I don't think it's close. It's close, depending on the spot. He rolled across the 45, but they're going to say he's short at just the nose of it, about the 45. And if that's the case, the ball will go over on downs. But I tell you, we were fortunate that we didn't get an offsides penalty on that because we had a player that left a little early on the near sideline.
I ain't so sure we didn't get a bad spot on that ball.
Reminder,
They are saying
we've got
that it does go
t-shirts
over
down
on
at the
downs.
50-yard line. That's Tiger
West
Nation
Carroll
t-shirt.
19,
Friday
McKenzie
Night Lights
19.
t-shirts are sale for $20.
Lake County and Gibson County,
Support the
28-28.
Club. CD
Haywood,
Coach Jimmy Hearn
33.
right there at the
Jackson
50-yard
Northside,
line.
12.
And she'll
But
take
if you
care
look
of
to
it.
where that ball
The
is,
Booster Club appreciates all
where
you do
that,
for
that
our
marker is, that's a
athletes.
first down for the Tigers.
Dyer County 28, again, Obion County 21, that's the final. Chester County 14-7 over Adamsville in the fourth quarter. Here comes Freedom Prep up to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's rolling to his right. He's going down the far sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds after a pickup of about 4 or 5. I'm going to say he picked up about 4. He does go out of bounds. That stops the clock with 10:02.
Picks up about 4-yard line.
So we've already ran about 45 minutes over last week's game, and we've still got 10 minutes to go in this game. Huntington 56, Waverly 42. That's 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Freedom Prep to the line. Man on motion from left to right. They fake it to him and hand it to the tailback coming this way. He's turned back inside, but he twists and turns and gets the first down, then breaks another tackle, gets outside, and he crosses the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. It'll be enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down and 10 for Freedom Prep with 9:51 to go in the fourth quarter. Again, we're tied here, 21-21. Ripley and Freedom Prep.
I don't want to take anything away from Freedom Prep running back number 21, but it's not so much that he's running so well as it is that we're missing tackles.
We're definitely doing that. 9:35 to go in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. Freedom Prep at the 38-yard line. Man in motion from left to right. They hand it to the man in motion and almost tackled in the backfield. We hit him, but we didn't wrap him up, and a penalty flag comes in as he's tackled at about the 36 or 7-yard line.
Runs right. There is a flag during that play.
What do you call this? Must be blocked in the back.
That's what it is against Freedom Prep.
Illegal block by the offense.
And so that will back them up and negate about a 5, 6, 7-yard run with 9:16 to go in the fourth. That'll put the ball back at about the, that'll back them up to the
15-yard penalty.
41-yard line. So a big fourth down, or a big penalty. So it's going to be first down and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 27, 8 yards.
It's a first down.
Now, they've made some big plays tonight.
First down.
Those long down and distances haven't hurt them all that much so far. Their penalties have hurt them more than that. 9 minutes to go in the fourth, 21 all. Freedom Prep comes to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off to the running back, and we gets into the secondary. He's got across the 50 and down to about the 47-yard line of the Tigers. Still going to be second and long, but it was about a 10 or 12, maybe a 15-yard pickup.
47-yard line.
And we had him stop in the backfield. All we had to do was wrap him up.
Yeah, we're just running past them instead of breaking down and making the tackle. And we just go under 8:30. Again, 21 all. It's going to be second down and about 20 for Freedom Prep. Ball at the 47-yard line. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Handed off to the tailback, starts inside, breaks it outside, and hit in the backfield for a loss by number 7 for the Ripley Tigers. And that's Anthony Webster. He's another sophomore, 6 foot, 175 pounds. So it'll bring up third and about, let's see, he's going to be at about it's going to be about 17 with 7:45 to go, or excuse me, 7:54 to go, and there's a timeout on the field. And with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back right after this. Back to you. Last 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the ball game. It's still tied. Ripley 21, Freedom Prep 21. It is third down and 19 for Freedom Prep as they are on the 46-yard line of the Tigers. Big third down play for both teams. Freedom Prep will come to the line with 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left.
They're down.
Empty, an empty backfield except for the quarterback, a new quarterback, number 11. He puts a man in motion. They fake it to him. He's going to run it himself. He's into the secondary. He's outside now. He's about at the 31-yard line, so it's going to be 4th down and about 2 or 3. A good pickup there as that new quarterback came in, and I was expecting that he might be a running quarterback, and he picks up, well, they're going to say he's about the 33. So it's going to be 4th down and about 4.
I knew on that last series that the number 5, who had been playing quarterback, Mike, he was flavoring that right ankle again.
So back up to the line now comes Freedom Prep. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Puts a man in motion from left to right. Takes the ball to him. He's just going to run it back over to the right himself. He's got these, looks like he's got the 1st down. He's cutting across the defense. He goes into the end zone, I think. I can't see, it's in the corner.
He got it.
And he does score. So with 7:35 to go in this 4th quarter, Freedom Prep now on top of Ripley, 27-21.
I think the guy in the middle called it a touchdown.
And the touchdown is good. And it's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Ripley and Freedom Prep, so those penalties will offset.
Well, I kind of got a feeling that if they had number 11 in there to start the game, this might be ugly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, Mike?
he's done a good job. Of course, number 5 did a pretty good job too.
Yeah, but he ain't nowhere as quick as number 11 is.
But so far, he's only ran the ball himself. We hadn't seen if he could throw the ball. But at any rate, they're going to line up for the PAT with a 6-point lead with 7:35 to go in the 4th quarter, 27-21, as they get ready for their point after attempt. Freedom Prep runs a man on late.
That's about the 12th time they've had to run somebody off the field.
Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's no good. It's blocked.
There's no good.
So we got to hope that that's the difference in the ball game, is we can get a touchdown and an extra point. That would put us 1 point ahead. Is the score now 27-21 as the PAT was blocked by Ripley. So we are getting ready for the kickoff as Freedom Prep will kick the ball off. You know, Tracy, what we need is a big run back here.
Yeah.
We need to bust one.
Yeah.
I mean, we came close to it, and we've had sparks of it. But again, we've had a lot of drives tonight, like last Friday night, that we're just not finishing. We start good drives, and then we turn the ball over, or we get penalties, and we're not consistent, and we're not putting things together, play after play, you know, in a string.
Well, we can't. I don't know what the problem is, but we can't get a good successful drive going. And by the time you think you got something going, then you're gonna get a 15-yard penalty. You're gonna get unsportsmanlike conduct or whatever.
And so they marked the 15 yards off against Ripley for unsportsmanlike conduct, and now Freedom Prep will be kicking from the Ripley 45-yard line.
Ball will be set at the
So it will be
45
set up right in the middle of the field.
due to the infraction on the last
So this
play.
guy has got a pretty good leg. It wouldn't surprise me to see him put it in the end zone if he wants to.
Well,
I mean,
I wouldn't in this situation, most situations I would.
well, they don't.
So Ripley has 2 guys deep standing at about the goal line as Freedom Prep lines up for the kick. And here it is. And it's a long end-over-end kick, and it does go into the end zone, so Ripley will take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 7:35 to go in the 4th quarter, and Freedom Prep on top of Ripley, 27-21.
As the players line up to scrimmage, the ball will be placed
I'm gonna
at
give my hats off to Freedom Prep.
20-yard
They come in
line of
tonight
the Tigers.
ready to play,
7
Mike.
minutes,
They
You know,
5 seconds remaining.
and I don't know.
How different last year.
It surprises me that they got beat so bad by McNair Central last week.
Well, somebody told me that came in the last half or either the last quarter. McNary just wore down. They didn't look like they wore down to come in there tonight.
But this is in the fourth quarter, and it's a long ball game, and they don't look worn down. They hand the ball off to Squirt, and he's into the secondary, and he twists and turns and gets out to about the first down marker, about a 10-yard scamper by Moore, and it is a first down, so that'll move the chains. First down and 10.
That kid's quick.
He's very quick.
When he took that ball, it was just like a bullet. We need about 5 or 6 more of them.
Final, Huntington 63, Waverly 42.
Wow.
Ripley 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback hands it off to Squirt again, coming around this side, and they just do a good job of boxing him in. A flag comes in, and I'm not sure if that's, I didn't see anything there, but I don't know if it was a hold or if it was a personal foul or something on defense, but at any rate, the flag comes in just about the point where the tackle was made.
It might have been a face match, Mike. I've seen the flag come out, but I didn't know what it was
But
called.
it looks like he's talking to Freedom Prep like it's going to be against Ripley, blocking the back against Ripley.
Holding is the call against the
And so
Tigers.
that'll back us up
10-yard infraction.
10 yards, so it'll be now first down and 20.
It's first down and 20.
Final, Chester County 20, Adamsville 21.
Wow.
Fourth quarter, 6 minutes to go. Covington 40, FACS 7. Ripley, first down and 20 situation, 6:50 to go in the ball game. Down 21-27. Quarterback takes the ball, rolls to his left, wants to throw, looking down in the flat, and he throws it, and it's complete at the original yard marker, and he breaks a couple of tackles, gets across midfield, and finally pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
Across midfield.
So that will move the sticks and give the Tigers first down
45
in their own territory, and they're going to say it's at the 45. That's where Tigers will have it, first down and 10.
We'll have it first down.
Haywood 33-12 over Northside. Again, Henry County 14-7 over Beach. Lake County 36-28 over Gibson. Still tied West Carroll and McKenzie 19. Peabody 27, Milan 26. That's a final. Ripley to the line. Quarterback drops straight back to swing pass, and he leads way too much. As he throws it out, it was intended for number 16 of the Tigers,
James Barnes.
and it does fall incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10 for Ripley at the 45-yard line with 6:31 to go in the ball game. Again, Jackson Southside 7, Union City 6. That's the final. The Union City starts off the season 0-2. That's the defending state champions. Jackson Southside starts out 2-0. Ross drops back, rolls to his right, looking downfield, wanting to throw, has a man in the flat. It's complete. He catches it and gets out of bounds. That's number 10. That's Crowder. As he completes the catch, and at about the 39-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and about 4 for Ripley with 6:25 to go in the ball game.
And Union City
Third
beat
down,
Haywood
4.
in the Jamboree at Dyersburg 14-7.
Says a lot about
Southside.
Southside. And we may be surprised by the end of this season what Freedom Prep does.
That's right.
6:25 to go in the ball game. Ripley with the ball, 3rd and 4. Ross wanting to throw. He throws a man out in the flat and almost picked off. I mean, it was right there. That was, the ball got into the linebacker's shoulder pads and bounced off. It was intended out in the flat for number 3, Mabin.
And that'd have been touchdown all the way if he got that ball.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing but green grass in front of it, so the Tigers are in a 4th and 4 situation, but they're fortunate they didn't just give up 6 points.
Yeah.
So the Tigers have another shot here, and they're going for it on 4th down. This is a huge play. Ripley's going to call a timeout. With 6:20 to go in the ball game, Ripley 21, Freedom Prep 27 as Ripley calls a timeout. We'll take a 30-second. Back with 6:20 to go in the ball game, Ripley trails 21-27. They have the ball 4th down and 4 at the 39-yard line. This could be the ball game. The Tigers need to get this first down. If they don't, they're going to have to get a quick stop on Freedom Prep and still have another opportunity, but they need to do it right here. 4th down and 4. The gut check time. Ross takes the snap. He hands it off to Moore, and he's in the secondary. And he breaks for the 1st down and more as a flag comes in late. It's probably going to be against Freedom Prep. Attack it on. He got down to the 19-yard line, and, man, he got there quick.
I'm gonna tell you what, I don't know when he gets the hole and they block for him, I don't know if there's a faster running back than him.
He is.
In this district. I'm being serious.
He's greased lightning. And see, a Ripley Tiger number 23 for the Tigers. That's Curry. He comes off under his own power, but favoring his left ankle or leg, not putting any weight on it.
Yes. Personal foul.
And so that'll mark it off even closer. So the Tigers get a 1st down. Get a 1st down and get a penalty tacked onto it. So that moves the ball down to the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. Tigers got it when they had to. It's time to get it again. And I tell you, that Cordarian Moore squirt, he is a ball player. And they hand the ball off to him again, going off the left side. He didn't get much blocking there as he still picks up a couple of yards off the left side. And they just got to get him. It's just like we were saying last week with with Jamari Bostic. If they can get him into space, he can really go somewhere. I'm looking at Bostic. He's on the sideline, no shoulder pads, and he's not putting any weight on that left leg. Not much. But he is up on the sideline, and he's clapping and cheering his teammates on. And again, he's one of the finest young men. I've been around a long time. And there's a lot of them on this team, but he's one of the best. 5:24 and counting. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line for the Ripley Tigers as they trail 27-21. They hand the ball off to Moore again, going off the left side. And he runs into a brick wall, but he still pushes the pile forward for a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from about the 6-yard line, maybe 7.
3rd down.
What would you do here if you was a coach? What would you tell them? Roll out and run it in, or
6 yards.
You know, if they could get Moore on the outside and just let him run to the corner of the end zone, but you got to block on the corners for that to happen. And you got to get him out there. But he's so fast, when they're on the far side, I'd be tempted to try to just a toss sweep or something this way. But they don't. They go back to the middle, and he is caught in the backfield. He still squirts forward and gets inside the 5 to the 4-yard line, but it's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 4.
that wasn't nothing but pure fight right there, Mike.
Yeah, he didn't get much of a start. He didn't get very good blocking on that left side, and he turns nothing into something as he gets down to the 4. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. Again, this is the time for the Tigers to punch it in. They really need to get a score here. 3:59 to go in the ball game. Ripley trails by 6.
Fans are coming to their feet.
They are. It's time for Tigers to win this ball game. They hand it off to Moore. He gets into the end zone. I think he's close. He's close. And they're pushing forward, and I think it's a touchdown. It is. The Tigers score a touchdown and tie the ball game up with 3:42 to go in the 4th and final quarter. Now a flag comes out.
That's got to be against Freedom Prep.
I would guess that's. I didn't see it, but you would think that the frustration is set in.
They may call it on up for excessive celebration.
So it is a touchdown, personal foul, and it is against Freedom Prep. And there's.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So with 3:42 to go, it all hangs on the balance now with Hawkins.
You would definitely need Caleb to hit this field goal, and we know he can. If he can hit it from 52 or 62 or 42, he'll be able to hit it from 22.
So 27 all as the Tigers try to put one more point on the board to take the lead. And a flag comes in as Ripley is going to have an illegal substitution as they had a man that ran off late. Now he's coming back on, so there's some confusion there. But I don't think this will hurt the Tigers as we've talked about, what a good kicker we've got in Hawkins. 5 more yards is not going to hurt him, so this is like a 25-yard field goal. Should be a chip shot for him.
Well, I seen number 35 when he come off the field. He had something in his hand.
Back.
I mean, I don't know what he had in his hand, but he should have left it on the field.
Will be
The other-
point after a 10.
3:42 to go in the ball game. 27-27 as Ripley lines up for their point after.
No pressure.
It's spotted down at the 15, so it's equivalent of a 25-yard field goal. Huge play here for Ripley. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:42 to go in the ball game, Ripley takes a 1-point lead now, 28-27. And of course the Tigers have got to kick off, and now they have got to play defense.
22 seconds left in this game.
So we'll hold it here for the last 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the ball game, as Ripley has been in a fight tonight with Freedom Prep as they take the lead again, 27-28. Again, 3:42 to go in the ball game. Of course, a big weapon for the Tigers, Bostic, has been out. I guess all the second half and part of the second quarter, and he was a weapon. And you just don't replace somebody like him. You can always put somebody in the position, but you don't replace a 6'4" wide out that can move. So unsportsmanlike conduct against Freedom Prep will be marked off on the kickoff.
Well, that's my wife calling the chicken on me. It's after 10 o'clock.
10:09 with 3:42 to go in the ball game.
Now we get to kick it from the 45-yard line.
So this should go into the end zone again. And Freedom Prep will have 3:42 to work with, as they should start off at the 20.
If this teaches us anything, Mike, it teaches us that we don't quit. You know, although we've been down, but Freedom Prep still got 3 minutes left to go.
Wondering if Ripley will try an onside kick here. Let's see what happens as Hawkins approaches. And he puts it into the end zone. He actually kicks a field goal with it. And it goes through the uprights. So that brings it out to the 20 with 3:42 to go in the ball game. Ripley now has to play defense. They're clinging on to a 1-point lead.
You know, and I'm going to say Freedom Prep is better than what a lot of people give them credit for. Because they did make the playoffs last year, and they have the same team from last year that they had this year that they had last year. People
Yeah,
don't
they didn't lose any to graduation because they didn't have any juniors or seniors last year.
And I think all they had was 8th graders and freshmen and sophomores, I think.
Mumford 50, Millington 30.
Wow.
That's the final. Freedom Prep comes to the line of scrimmage. Number 11 still in at quarterback. Number 11 is Quincy Biggs.
You don't weigh 120 pounds.
He's a little fella, but he's quick. He's got wide outs all over the field. Man in motion. They fake it to him. He's just going to run this way. And the Tigers string it out pretty good. He has to step out of bounds and loses about a yard. The Tigers did a good job. Now, they played the sweep like you should play it.
Right.
They pushed him out or sprung it out, so he had to run east and west and not north and south, and that's how you basically lose a yard. And of course he does get out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 3:36 to go. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. The ball is on the 19-yard line.
Because if I ain't mistaken, I think Crockett runs a lot of sweeps.
Freedom Prep back up to the line. 3 wide right, 2 to the left. The quarterback's going to roll to the wide side of the field. And a good job. A flag comes in. And they get him behind the line of scrimmage at about the maybe 17-yard line. And I believe he's hurt. And it's a cramp. And so he's going to be all right. But a flag comes in. Let's see what the flag is.
That's in the secondary.
And it's holding against Freedom Prep. So that will back them up.
Referee indicates a holding infraction against.
And it's declined.
Freedom
So
Prep.
instead of being 1st down and 16, it'll be, or 3rd down, it's going to be 3rd down and 11 instead of 2nd down and 16. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Ripley clinging to a 28-27 edge at this point. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. The ball is on the 19-yard line. They're still working to get the quarterback off the field. This is they started out with a 2nd string quarterback. This is the 3rd string, and they may have to go to a 4th, but if it's just a cramp, he probably won't be out but a play. So we'll hold it here.
Mike, if you had to guess, how many flags do you think there's
I'd be
over?
afraid to guess.
Lord,
I'd be afraid to guess because I would underestimate it.
too many.
I mean, probably most I've ever seen in a ball game. And I've seen some games with a lot of them in it, but I don't know that I've seen any more than this game.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say at least 25 or 30 flags.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't argue that, that's for sure. More than I would want to try to keep up with tonight. I'd hate to be the statistician and try to keep up with the penalty yards for tonight because that fellow would be busy. But they get him off the sideline, and he does leave under his own power, but he's really gimpy on that right leg. So now they put in, and let's see who the quarterback is this time.
Number 5.
Yep, they bring him back in. So 3 wide left, 1 wide right. 3:27 and counting. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to his running back off the right side. He's got some room, but he's a good open field tackle there again by number 7. And number 7 is Webster. And I don't know that I wouldn't call him so far the player of the game because he's made several plays on defense.
Yeah. And last week, number 27 that's out there come in the game and done a great job. I think he's a sophomore.
27 is Bradley Johnson. He's a junior.
Junior.
7 is a sophomore. Okay, it's going to be 4th down and 7. If Ripley can get a stop here, they have a good chance of just running out the clock. But they've got to make a stop. The quarterback rolls to his right. He's cut off there, rolls back to his left, and he's going to throw the ball long downfield. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught for a 1st down at the 47-yard line.
Across midfield.
They're going to say he's at the 48, but it's enough for a 1st down, and it keeps the offense on the field and moves the chains. I don't see how you let somebody get open like that. Of course, I'm not looking at the whole field. I'm just looking at the quarterback and then looking downfield, so I don't know how he got open, but somebody blew a coverage, that's for sure.
13 was open for a while, the one that caught that ball.
2:23 and 2:22 and 1 counting. 1st down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Freedom Prep with the ball. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to his running back going off the left side. He's going to be hit and brought down as he crosses the 45 down to about the 44.
Maybe on the carry.
I see things. We had an opportunity to clean his clock as he was going down, and we just kind of dove past him. And of course, he went down and probably would have gone down the same place anyway. But if you'd have put that shoulder into him while he was on his way down, they might be carrying him off the field right now. If you hit somebody hard enough times, they don't want to run the ball. They don't want to catch the ball. That's what I told some of the defensive linemen. I said, make those offensive linemen dread coming up to the line because they don't want to hit you. 1:32 and counting. 2nd down and 7. And number 13 gets the ball. He runs to his right, cuts back to the middle of the field, and it looks like he's got enough for a 1st down.
Nate just come in and told me, he said there were 39 flags.
Wow.
3rd down. About
You underestimated it.
Yeah, well, I said 30, but I was 9 off.
Yeah, and it ain't over yet.
No.
1 minute and 7 seconds to go. 2nd down and 1 for Freedom Prep. They go off the left side. They hit him in the backfield, and I think
That's Tyler Roberts.
it looks like it's a 1st down. It does move the chains with 1 minute exactly to go in the ball game. It's going to be a new set of downs for Freedom Prep as they come to the line of scrimmage. 55 seconds to go in the ball game. Freedom Prep on the march. Quarterback rolls to his right, wanting to throw. He's got a man open. He overthrows him, and the ball falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 with 47 seconds to go.
It's 2nd down.
Can you imagine 39 flags?
Yeah, I've never heard of such.
I think we'd go for 4. We'd go ahead and make it easy.
I don't want it to be on us.
Well, I don't either.
Not right now.
I guarantee you one's coming.
It wouldn't surprise me. 47 seconds to go. Freedom Prep on the ball. 2nd down and 10. The quarterback takes a snap. He's wanting to throw. He's looking to his right, and he tosses it out to his safety valve. He gets the 1st down. He's still breaking tackles as he gets the 1st down inside the 25 or right at the 25. So with 32 seconds to go in the ball game, Freedom Prep again with a new set of downs, as they are just inside the 25-yard line, first down and 10.
I don't know how good their kicker is.
I don't want to find out.
I don't either, Mike.
And so there's going to be a timeout on the field, and it's called by Ripley.
But Ripley had a man, too many men on the field. Had, I believe it was number 68 that was running off.
Well, you know, everything seems like it was better back when you played, but you know, everybody knew who was supposed to be on the field when they were supposed to be there. And now, if you had somebody injured, sometimes it didn't occur to the next man up that maybe he was supposed to be there, and maybe that's the situation. But either way, you've got to find out ways to take care of those situations, because you know we had a timeout to burn. What if we didn't?
That's right.
You know, it would have been a penalty, and it should have been first down and 10. It would have been first down and 5. The ball's at the 25. It would have been at the 20. So, you know, got to take care of the little things. If you take care of the little things, the big ones will take care of themselves.
That's right. And Monday night, the JV will be playing at home, going against Crockett County here at home. And we'll go to Crockett County Friday night and play them for the varsity.
First down and 10, ball at the 25. 27 seconds to go. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw, throwing a fade pattern all the way down the far side, and is incomplete. I thought we had a chance to pick it off, but it falls incomplete. So it's going to make it now second down and 10 with 20 seconds to go in the ball game. You know, I like exciting games, but I would rather this be against Covington or Dyersburg or Haywood
Right.
and be this exciting.
And I'm going to be honest with you, Mike. I just think the 39 penalties is just ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
You know, I think.
I'd like to know how they break down per side.
Well, I'm not, I mean, I know there have to, but the referees have to take control of the game, but that's ridiculous.
20 seconds to go. Quarterback takes a snap. He rolls to his left. He's looking downfield, wanting to throw. He pulls it back down. Now he's going to run it. And they're going to force him out of bounds with 13 seconds to go, short of the first down. So it's going to be third and about 5.
Third down, 5.
With 13 seconds to go in the ball game. You know, as hard as Ripley's worked in the off season, and you know, I gotta hope, you know, which I would anyway, but I really gotta hope they win this ball game to give them a little confidence going into the rest of the season. And I just really feel for them if they don't. 13 seconds to go. Third down and 5. Ball on the 18-yard line. Freedom Prep takes a snap. Quarterback drops straight back, looking to throw. Nobody open. Now he pulls it back down. He's hit and sacked. And the fumble. It looked to me like it's a fumble. Go get the ball. And I think they're going to get Ripley for a block in the back. Quarterback threw the ball behind him. It was a lateral. And so we scoop it and score. But I think we had a block in the back. And number 5, the quarterback, he's laying out on the field. He's out. It shows that the game is over, but they're probably going to call a penalty against Ripley and put some time back on the clock, but Ripley still should have the ball. That's my assessment. We'll see how close I am to right.
Well, as for the 40th flag,
And that is the 40th, and it's against Ripley, and there's a block in the back.
it may give them automatic first down.
Now, that was after the fumble. That was on the run back. How's it break down?
No, that's a penalty on the defense. So that's, can it change? No, I don't know, the 40th penalty.
But that was the 40th penalty. That should be, Ripley should have possession because the penalty took place after the fumble and the run back had started, so it still should be Ripley's ball. They just didn't get the touchdown. So let's see what they do.
Well, actually, make it 41 flags to 2. The referee and the umpire both.
Block in the back against Ripley, and Ripley has the ball, first down.
Well, that's ball game.
So that, well, they probably put some time back on the clock. It was a defensive penalty. And I would guess it'd be one play. So barring something crazy happening on in one play, looks like Ripley is going to squeak out a 27-28 win over Freedom Prep.
Let me say this about Freedom Prep. Although they got beat last week by Madera 40 to 12, they're no joke.
No, I said last year when they had freshmen and eighth graders playing, and we were, scheduled to play them 2 years in a row. I said we don't want to play them more than 2 years. I said because as good as they were, even though we beat them last year, to be eighth and ninth graders. And I said, by the time, we're going to play them when they're ninth and 10th graders, they're going to be good then. But wait till they get to be juniors and seniors.
Yes.
I mean, they're going to be giving a lot of people a run for the money. Ripley's got one play to run. I think it is first down. 1 second left. It should be one play, and we should kneel on the ball. So barring anything crazy, it should be the last play of the ball game, and Ripley should come out of it with a 27-28 win.
Yeah, we're going into the victory formation.
Yep, you're exactly right. So Ripley will get their first win of the season, and it's at home, and it was a humdinger. And so that's the ball game, and I really feel great for these kids and the coaches. I know it's huge for them to be able to come out with a win, and I am proud for the Tigers, proud for the coaches. And again, I think Freedom Prep was a lot better team than what we thought they were, but I think we got a lot more work to do than I thought we did. So anyway, your final thoughts on the game, Tracy?
Well, like you said, Mike, we got a lot of work to do. We got Crockett County Friday night. Crockett County ain't no joke. They're fundamentally sound. But if we can come in and cut down from 40 to 20 penalties, I think we're going to be all right. I'm just making a joke, but we really do need to cut out the penalties because it's unheard of to have 40 flags thrown in the game.
Yeah, it is. And so hopefully the team will be able to work on their. Of course, they didn't have as many turnovers, but they still had turnovers this week too. Of course, Ripley loses another fantastic football player tonight, and hopefully he'll be able to come back next week in Boston. And
he's out there walking and shaking hands with Freedom Prep players, but he's limping on that leg.
So at any rate, the final score here is 28-27, Ripley over Freedom Prep. And again, next week the Tigers will travel to Alamo and take on the Crockett County Cavaliers. And try to make it to the game and support the Ripley High School Tigers. But if you can't make it, be sure to tune in and listen to all the live action here on WTRB 1570 or 104.9 FM. And so we're going to send it back to the station and congratulate.